As of now, Ujala enjoys 84% of the market share in the country.
Wow.
Nearest competitor will be at about 4%, less than that.
Aya Naya Ujala, Char Bundo Wala. It is etched in our memory.
Aya Naya Ujala, Char Bundo Wala.
So if you want to make the changes in the generation next, then create a job for a mother or create a job for a daughter, the house will transform.
Like the famous saying goes, earn with your mind, not your time. Curious to know, how do you keep your mind, intact, or like how do you handle your mind?
They are wonderful and they have a long, life, and they need to walk, they don't have to run, and they need to be what they are. And they can have a lot of role models, but they should be the role model for somebody else. And that's the way how they should build their career or life. And just go slow and enjoy every moment. And don't take stress, don't give stress.
So if you have to leave behind one rule for Gen Z founders, what would it be, sir?
Don't build a company to sell the company. Build a company to run the company forever. I tell everyone that first learn the work first. Don't go for earning. Earn and learn and learn and earn is always together. Learn the tricks of the trade. Learn the way how you want to work, and money will come. Money will come if you are talented. Money will come in search of you. Don't worry about it.
What does it take to build a 2,800 crore company without losing your values? Probably, how does it feel to start selling brightness to lighting up a boardroom? Here's the story of Mr. Ullas Kamath, an amazing leader leading multiple companies, yet very simple, kind, and always a visionary leader trying to create jobs, trying to build the next path of succession. So, sir, with a lot of questions and a lot of curiosity, here I extend a warm welcome to you on Just Curious India. Of course, me being Kannadiga, and we both are Kannadigas, Kannada is our, mother tongue. Without thinking, the thoughts just flow. But here we are trying to converse and, be a bridge between, your learnings and the hunger of, many entrepreneurs and hustlers wanting to know how to look at life from the lens of being an entrepreneur. Firstly, how are you, sir? What's up?
Thank you. Thank you for inviting me, Rashmi Madam. It's a great honor to be sitting in front of you and doing a conversation. And I'm a big admirer of your work and a big fan of your work. I've seen you, how you have built Rashmi as a wonderful human being, and also conveying whatever the leaders are talking about to the whole world. And congratulations once again to you, and my compliments that you are now going for English. It's amazing, and Ibru Kannadavaranne. And for me, talking to you itself is a great pride. Thank you.
Sir, thank you so much. Always you kind of make the other person feel so comfortable. And I kind of feel you somewhere read the person, read the room, read the situation. Is this what exactly leaders are made of?
Absolutely, yes. I would say that from my point of view, leader is what we call, but only when people follow you, you become a leader. And people need to follow you for what you are. And people will follow you for your way of dealing with the people, dealing with the process, and also you see people's effort and not just an outcome, because the process is very, very important. So for me, leadership is all about a simple quality in everyone, that be what you are and expect the same thing what you expect for yourself, you expect from others. You are already there. Just be a good human being. You are a leader.
Oh, wow. Now, I think my next question, natural question in the world of hustlers would be how to be a good human being and still, chase or probably keep looking at your goal and still be true to yourself.
You see, most of the times, simple life, we complicate first, then we try to solve it. That's where the stress will come. And we always want to be somebody else. We should not be. You are Rashmi. I'm so fond of you. I'm Ullas Kamat. I should be so fond of myself. I can't become Rashmi. And that's all the life is all about. Yeah, we have come here, my perception is very clear in my mind that whatever we are, and we don't want to be what we are not, right? So you are Rashmi, I am Ullas Kamath, and we need to be what we are, and we can be better on a daily basis. So by changing the mirror, you cannot change yourself. You are the same. So to that extent, my advice to the youngsters is they are wonderful, and they have a long, life, and they need to walk. They don't have to run, and they need to be what they are, and they can have a lot of role models. But they should be the role model for somebody else. And that's the way how they should build their career or life. And just go slow and enjoy every moment. And don't take stress. Don't give stress.
Wow. Don't take stress. Don't give stress. Knowingly or unknowingly in the hustlers world, I mean, do you think hustling is overrated? Or how should I look at hustling as a concept in 2025?
It's a man-made, word. And I think that it has been definitely, as you said, is overrated. It's more than using. It's been misused, and just chill in their own word. They should just chill and get up in a positive mind, go to sleep with a positive mind, and rest of things will fall in place. And you need to be better than yesterday in all respect. You need to be better than yesterday in all respect. Have a smile on your face.
Simple goal.
Absolutely. And have a smile on your face early in the morning. The day will be better. So discipline is one other important thing I recommend to the today's so-called Gen Z is that have time for everything, and time will not wait for you. And you need to do what you need to do at that point in time. A lot of things will fall in place, like what time you get up, what time you sleep, and what you eat, when you eat. All these things are important. And for me, the today's youngsters, they are going to be our leaders, and they run the country. And they should be good. Then the country will be great, right? So to that extent, our future is in their hands. So we need to be extra cautious in guiding them well and guiding them the right way so that the country is in safe hands in the generations to come.
Wow. So obviously there are a lot of questions to ask because, you've been the former MD of Jyothy Labs for 31 years and now you are the founder of UK & Co., which is basically, helping family businesses scale up. Before I dig deep into why did you start that and then how your journey has been, like the famous saying goes, earn with your mind, not your time. Curious to know, how do you keep your mind, intact, or like how do you handle your mind? Is there a recipe that you have, like the morning routine or something like that?
Nothing. My day starts with reading the newspaper. At least 2 or 3 newspapers every day you need to read, and then you know what's happening around the world, what happens in India and what happens in your city, and all the pages. You need to read that. That's a must. The second one is that have your things to do, whatever I need to do for that particular day. It has to be very nicely, it should be worked out. And my meetings are for 45 minutes, and 15 minutes is generally rest for them or rest for me or just to think about the next meeting. So my meeting generally starts at 10 in the morning. So I go to the office at 9 to 10 I prepare for the day. Even I'm 62 now, I prepare for the meetings. So 9 to 10 is my preparation time. Wow. 10 to 10:45, 11 to 11:45, 12 to 12:45. Thereafter I take 1 hour break. And then again, couple of meetings in the afternoon. That's it. Rest of the meetings are emergency if it is required, need basis required. But beyond that, I don't take the meetings because you will not justify if you don't put your heart and soul in the meeting. So you need to know why they are coming, what you are supposed to deliver, what you are supposed to receive the information from them. So you need to be systematic in that. I mean, that's where the meeting will have an agenda, meeting will have an outcome, and meeting should have preparation. The preparation, discussion, and the outcome, if it is there, according to me, that's a good meeting.
Wow.
That I do religiously for 5 days. 6th day is a review, what you have done for the whole week. So Saturdays is for myself to reflect on what I've done from Monday to Friday.
Beautiful.
So that Monday you are ready. Whatever the small mistakes you have done during the week, you will try to minimize that in the coming weeks.
So this is how you program your mind to program your day, your week, and the same repeats.
Same repeats, and it's been repeating for 4 decades now.
Wow. Amazing. Sir, I think discipline is a very underrated word. Like somewhere I think I was seeing, they say motivation is like electricity, but discipline is like the UPS. Whenever the power goes off, the discipline has to take over, like come what may. As easy as said, it's very tough to maintain consistency. Any tips on how to stay consistent, how to stay disciplined?
You should not get distracted by unwanted things. You're supposed to do what you're supposed to do on that day. You should not take anybody's time granted, and don't allow anybody to take your time granted. It's as simple as
to
that.
Do that?
Just say that today is not possible. Let's meet next week,
Learn to say no.
Tuesday at 10 o'clock. The earliest time that I can give, like a doctor. If the doctor is in the OT, what is that he can take the meetings for any other doctor? I mean, any other patient, right? So it's as simple as that. Every profession or every meeting has to be as good as you are in an operation theater. Please put that heart and soul in there, because one patient is there, right? Same way in a meeting also for us. Somebody has come to meet you with certain specific purpose. Justify that. And do not try to say, okay, can I share the same time with 2 people, 3 people? It won't work that way. So discipline for me is that the time what you get up, it's in your control. Please get up at that point in time. Breakfast you need to have, because you need the energy for that, right? You need the energy for the day. Eat good breakfast. Then you need to be systematic to your work. That's discipline. And if you're the head of an organization, everybody will follow that. Everybody follow that. If you are the first person to go to the office, everybody will come on time.
Lead by
And it becomes a
example.
habit for them later on. So your good deeds should become a habit. And once it becomes a habit, people will follow that. And I'm a firm believer in that.
Now, I'll have to take you 40 years back, I guess, where it all started with Jyothy Labs. Now, if I kind of make you walk down the memory lane, what comes to your mind the minute I say Jyothy Labs?
Whiteness and my chairman, Mr. M.P. Ramachandran, those 2 things are very, very close to my heart. And I have never seen a good-hearted entrepreneur like Mr. M.P. Ramachandran, who started Jyothy Labs in 1984. I met him in 1991, and I was a frustrated chartered accountant practicing, was not happy. And I knew that I'm not cut out for practicing as a chartered accountant. And I joined Jyothy Labs first as a distributor in Bangalore. And as a businessman, I went there and along with my 3 of my friends. And I became a distributor first in Bangalore city. And in 91, 92, we have covered more than 16,000 retail outlets selling Ujala and in our TVS Scooty vehicle. But I was enjoying, because we had 20 people working for us. So I enjoyed that as an employer, that 20 people are working with us and dealing with delivery boys, dealing with wholesalers, retailers, distributors. But the chairman, Mr. M.P. Ramachandran, he always felt that probably I'm cut out for little bigger things than what I was doing as a distributor. And he was very happy the way how we are doing the distribution in Bangalore city.
What did he see in you?
Just a dedication and one thing at a time. And those days I used to use computer, Wipro PC XT, and our reporting used to come in out of the computer and printer of TVS. So to that extent, he felt that we are very, very systematic. Even as a distributor, how many retail outlets we are covering, how we are covering, what is the productivity, what is the sales per person, sales per retail outlet, what is the opening stock, closing stock, everything. And he used to say that we should be doing it for the company. I was only doing for Bangalore city. Then opportunity was there to work with him very closely in setting up the factory in Pondicherry. And once in Pondicherry, when you are setting up the factory for Jyothy Labs, then he was telling me that how I wish you should be working with me. He never said that work for me or under me. He said how I wish you work with me. And that word made me felt very happy. Then I told him, sir, you tell me, I'll join whenever you want. And I never looked back. And one word with me was sufficient.
Not for, but with,
yeah. And then he also knew that I'm overqualified for the job as a distributor. Then he asked me that what is making you to do the distribution work so diligently. I told him that, sir, I have a failed chartered accountant as a practicing chartered accountant, and here I'm happy because we have created a job for 20 people. I'm very happy. And that's the time when he felt that, work with me and let's do something. And I was extremely happy. And 31 years working with that wonderful human being, we never argued on anything. Not
How?
even once.
How, sir?
It's just that a blind belief that whatever we are doing was in the interest of the company, an interest of the people involved, especially our employees, and what is good for the company, let's do it. And we need to take the risk, let's take the risk. And he started the company with 5,000 rupees capital in 1984. And he said, why are you worried? I brought in only 5,000 rupees into this company. And everything else is earned in the company. Let's take that risk. Let's do it. He's very, very detailed in working. But the way how he used to express himself towards me is that, Ullas, it's okay. It's okay. And we never argued. And also,
It's okay.
it's okay. And he never shouted. Never, ever. Not even raised a voice even by 1 decibel towards me. Why I'm saying this why it is so important is that professionals like us, when they treat you like a part of their family, we give our life because you feel you are a part of that extended family. So working with him was a joy, and probably I spend more time with him than in my family. Same applies to him. He has spent more time with me than his family, and traveled around the country, did whatever we need to do, from 1 factory to 28 factories at some point in time. We had 28 factories, 17 locations. 17 locations. And that Ujala, one brand, then thereafter went in for Maxo, went in for Exo, then we acquired Henkel, a lot of things. But coming to the point is that as an individual, somebody sees some talent in you, then you need to harness the talent. You need to make use of the talent, is what I'm telling the entrepreneurs. You see something good in any of your employees, please take care of that.
How to harness?
Yeah, you need to do that. Because people like us coming from probably lower middle class background, all we need that push from behind and just somebody holding your hand. Then we'll give our life. And that's what has happened in Jyothy Labs. And extremely thankful for him for giving me an opportunity to work with him. And working together with him 1/3 of my life. It's an amazing journey.
Wow. So what started as a single brand and a family business, now to 20 plants in 17 locations, and now you are former MD. But in between, what were your initial impressions of Jyothy Labs? Because for India it is Aya Naya Ujala, Char Bundo Wala. Yeah. It is etched in our memory. All your 80s kids, 90s kids, and then till date, right?
Yeah. One is that he is a person who walks the talk. Absolutely. Anything he says, he means it and he does it. So I did not see different Mr. M.P. Ramachandran as an owner or as a promoter or as a founder or as a chairman than what he is actually. It's the same person all the time I saw. And whatever he meant genuinely from his heart. Like, for example, whenever I asked him to increase the MRP, retail price, he said no. Because our consumers, why should you penalize them by changing by 50 paisa? You sell more and make more profit. You sell more, make more profit. Volume, cartons, trucks. And he says that never touch the MRP unless it's required. You'll be surprised. For the first 17 years of my working with Jyothy Labs, we have increased the price only by 3 rupees. 17 years. We have increased MRP only by 3 years.
What was the initial price?
It was 3 rupee 50 paisa. It became
84.
Yeah. And it became 7 rupees after 17 years. So in any other product, it will have gone up by 6 times, 7 times. If you see the products of 1984, if you see them in 1991 or 2020, the things will have gone up at least by 6 times, but we just doubled it.
Was that his way to build loyalty?
Not only that, concern for ultimate consumer who uses the fabric whitener. Richest of the rich wear white, poorest of the poor wear white. But poorest of poor wear the same white, but they want to look that as a brighter. And we have seen people, in villages, when they wear white, they'll put Ujala so that it look bright, right? And his thinking is that nobody should nobody should see our price. Nobody should know our price, kind of a thing. If you ask anybody what is Ujala price, they said maybe it's 10 rupees, maybe 12 rupees, like that, because the product has become part of your family and product your monthly purchases, and there is no competition. As of now, Ujala enjoys 84% of the market share in the country.
Wow.
Nearest competitor will be at about 4%, less than that, and the balance will be about 200 people. But despite that, you don't increase the retail price because of this reason. I like that, saying that, that's a great thing. Second one is that he always wanted to give the best quality product. No compromise on the quality of the product. Any of the product in Jyothy Labs portfolio you see, one thing is you can be sure of that quality comes first.
Mm.
And I also liked when he starts talking about consumers and our employees in the same wavelength. Consumers are very important, but our employees are more important because we can talk to our employees. So they are our brand ambassadors. So all these small things which I learned, and I have made note of all these things. I have last 40 years diary.
Oh.
Everything I have written down.
What's in the diary?
What I have learned from him on a daily basis. So I felt that he is a person who is so important for the nation, who is an hardcore entrepreneur. And he started his business after 17 years of working as an accountant. So it is not by birth he become an entrepreneur. It is not his father's business he started it. He did everything on his own. And yes, all of us, we worked with him to realize his vision. And religiously, we have taken 3 days off in a year. One day to go to Tirupati, one day to go to Shabarimala, and one day go to Kollur temple. We never missed. Even now, I never missed. Every year, 3 places we visit.
Kollur and
Tirupati. And all big decisions in our life, we have taken there.
Wow.
Big decisions.
So
That somewhere you feel.
are extremely.
He feels that.
Believing in the divine power.
In the sense, the positivity what you get in these places is extremely positive thing. So some big decisions are coming. He used to say, okay, anyway, we are in Tirupati. We are going to Tirupati. We discuss and we'll decide there. Some kind of a thing. And I like all these small things, but it's big decisions we are taken there, sitting there. Makes me to feel that he's different, and I enjoyed working with him, and I owe everything what I've learned in my business to him.
What's like the defining moment or something that really challenged you while you were in Jyothy Labs?
There is nothing called challenge kind of a thing. We always target-driven company, so we know what we need to do for the next year, what we need to do for next month, what we need to do for next week. So he is generally takes care of inside the factory. I take care of the outside the factory. Means his more focus is on micromanagement. And mine is macro management. That is outside. Decision is that if you need 10 trucks of Ujala on a particular day, he knows which all the factories has to produce that and to manufacture that 10 trucks, and he will ensure that is done. And where all it has to be sold is I'll go to the market, and I'm very fond of sales because of my distribution background, and go to the market and meet the salespeople. And I must have stayed at least in 150 salespeople's house. I must have stayed to know more about them, to more about their affinity towards the brand, and to tell them saying that I'm like you, and I enjoyed that going to their houses. And I've traveled entire country, 682 districts also I have visited. There's no district which are not visited in the country. 2 districts by road.
With 2.8 million retail outlets.
Yeah, I covered at least in that, I must have covered at least 25% of the retail outlets. But meeting the distributors, I've met most of the distributors. I've met them at their places. And I've seen most of the wholesale markets in the country. But what is stayed with me is that staying in employee's house.
So it's not a challenge, but it is a opportunity for you to fix something.
Learn. Every day you learn. And you learn from, learning from the university is easier, right? But learning from the salespeople, learning from their family members, you learn a lot. Just to give an example, that if a mother of my salesman says that, sir, the senior will call him at 7 in the morning, 10 in the night, and whenever he's having food, he will call, and please tell your seniors not to call after 8 o'clock. When he comes home, he'll come after a whole day work. No, this is, I'm talking in their language. It makes so much of difference just to don't distract them when they're at home. So easier to tell our seniors saying that don't call anybody after 8 p.m. because their mothers don't like that. Correct?
That's like town hall going to them.
Yes.
Like you're staying with them, kind of getting a feeler as to what's irritating them, so that the association with the company gets easier.
Yeah, and most of the houses which I visited have seen my photograph, my chairman's photograph, my chairman's daughter's photograph in their houses exhibited. It makes you to feel so much committed to them.
So much love that they show.
Yeah. And you can't just ignore them, the work what they have done. And most of their mother or their father or their wives know the senior's name, who is good, who is not good, why increment is not more, why increment is more, why incentive is not coming. That means they discuss at home everything, right? So we need to be aware of such things, and we need to take proactive thinking. In a staff meeting, we tell them saying that our staff is our extended family member, and treat them the way how you expect yourself to be treated by the company, and because it will go to their home and they feel sad. So that's also important. And some people tell that, sir, हमारा लड़के को 25th के बाद बात ही नहीं कर सकता है सर, वो टारगेट करके टारगेट का पीछे पड़ता है सर. सो 25th से 31st तक कुछ बात ही कर नहीं सकता है सर हमारा लड़के के साथ. दैट मीन्स they know the target also. That don't talk to me till 31st. Don't talk to me till month end. Thereafter we'll talk. Why to take so much of stress? Correct? So, which has helped us to make them to understand the reality and work towards that.
सर इसमें अभी और डाउट्स आ रहा है कि नाउ पैन इंडिया विथ 2.8 million retail outlets and 682 districts. So which is like the district which is consuming lot of Ujala, like state wise आपके पास तो data होगा ही ना?
हाँ, generally South consumes more.
Yeah.
Because of hygiene, because of water availability and washing habits, education. South generally is more progressive. I'm not saying that rest of the non-South is not progressive, but I'm saying that the habits, the way how it is brought in here, it's generally South consumes more. And knowledge industry is from the South. Knowledge industry, whether it's IT, BT, and like teachers, professors, research institutes, PSUs, anything to do with the knowledge, it's generally starts from the South. As I see that, even in Bangalore, whether it's IAC or it is BHEL or HAL or BEL, most of the the glorious PSUs all started from South, and then it has gone towards the North. So consumer goods per se, South India represents about 27% of the population, but about 40% of the business. So South is always more. Whatever sells in South, most of the time that sells in North also. Because North Indians also in the past used to believe that वो केरला से आता है अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है, वो तमिलनाडु से आता है अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है, वो कर्नाटक से आता है अच्छा प्रोडक्ट है. That's the way they have adopted in the past also. So to that extent, as of now, it could be, I would say that it is North generally now doing well because of various programs is happening in the North. But historically, it's always the South market for consumer goods. So Northeast is one other big market for consumer goods. Northeastern state, the 7 sister states. So again, we have 5 factories there, and we produce there and supply to all the Northeastern our Indians there, and we also bring the product back here. But Northeast is big market. If you see the way how consumer goods market behaves, it's South, then it is East, then Northeast, and then North, and then the West.
What happens at the factory? Like, I know you are more of a distribution guy, but still, we are all curious to know how a Ujala factory on a normal day is.
Oh, it's a joy to go to Ujala factory, and most of our factories are in rural India, nothing in urban India, and which is we go to a village and we set up the factory, which is wherever we get benefits. In the past, it was a fiscal benefit driven decision. So we are in Pondicherry when it was completely tax-free zone, both from sales tax and from income tax, and after some time, it's for excise duty. It was a tax-free zone. And then we went to Mehboob Nagar in Andhra Pradesh, we went to Orissa, we went to West Bengal, we went to northeastern states, then we went to Himachal Pradesh, we went to Jammu, we went to Silvassa. All these things are because one, rural, the second one is fiscal benefits were available. So generally we take the plots more than what is required, maybe 5 acre, 10 acre. In Pondicherry we have more than
Minimum
35
5 to
acres.
10 acre is your standard size.
And we take that plot and we build lakh of square feet to start with, create job for about 300 people. And my chairman was very, very particular those days also, even today also, that is one from the family in that village should be working with us.
Oh, wow.
So that, and 90% of them are women. So a place like Guwahati, maybe it's up to 90%. It's women. Wherein you create a job for women, the entire salary will go home. Not necessarily when it is for men. So when you give incentive, that will go home. So if you want to make the changes in the generation next, then create a job for a mother or create a job for a daughter, the house will transform.
Wow.
House will transform. And
so how was it back in the days in the 80s and 90s to get more women to the factories? Was it tough? Was it very stereotypical? लड़कियां बाहर नहीं जा सकते हैं.
You said it right. We went to them, no? We went to their village. We went to the village. Go to them. Don't call them to the city. You go to them. So, and why is the government has brought in such kind of a policy? Is to industrialize the small villages. And they want you to go to that place. And we went there. Like we are in Tetampakkam village in Pondicherry. It is 28 kilometers away from Pondicherry. So it is called Ujala Nagar. We didn't call it as a Ujala Nagar. It's they who called it as a Ujala Nagar because ours was the first biggest factory there, wherein at some point in time more than 800 people are working there. So they called it as a Ujala Nagar, right? Because they know that Tetampakkam became a small Ujala Nagar there. That makes you to feel very happy. And then you need to involve the local panchayat and ask him to get the people from that village, if not the neighboring village. So the people will come. And people know where their daughters are working, people know where their wives are working, and give them some soft benefits like medical education to the children and some ambulance services. All our factories have ambulances. Not that accidents will happen in our place, no accidents in our place. But in olden days, the deliveries used to happen at home. Because of ambulance, we were able to take expecting mothers to the nearest town as quickly as possible. So all these things made you to see the real Bharat then. When you go to villages, you know the value of money, you'll know value of water, you'll know value of air, oxygen, everything you'll know when you go to the villages. And both me and my chairman used to enjoy visiting the factories, and every year we go at least twice to every factory and meet them, talk to them. And you'll be surprised, barring one or two factories, there is no labor union also.
Oh, wow.
You don't need to have a labor union to run a great factory. You give them more than what they ask for, things will fall in place.
Amazing. No labor unions except for one or two. Wow. Now, in a day, how many Ujala bottles gets out?
It's millions. It's in millions. And now that I'm not there for the last 3 years, I don't know how many they're selling now, but it's in millions. Yeah.
Another podcast quintessential question, like, how do you break down the bottle of Ujala? Like, could you help us understand the breakup as to what's the profit margin and all of that?
Oh, all those things in a listed company we cannot disclose. And but it's profitable, very highly profitable business. Yeah.
All right. What was like your toughest decision to make for you? Like
to leave Jyothy Labs. That
Tell
was
me that. Why did you
yeah.
leave, sir? Because 31 years and such a great association, there must have been a trigger,
Yeah.
a
In the
thought.
sense, during COVID time, all of us were operating from home. And COVID time, I was also in the task force in government of Karnataka here, from FICCI as a chairman. And during that time, a lot of things went by in my mind, and uncertainty of future was very, very, it was uncertainty was what kills people, right? Like if you are certain about something, you are fine, but you are uncertain. That was haunting me. And working with the government of Karnataka in the task force from the industry, from FICCI, I was seeing the worst what's happening during COVID time,
What
especially the
was
wave
happening?
one.
As in, if you could
Like
elaborate.
people have money, but they don't have oxygen. People have money, they don't have the ICU beds. People have money,
Mm.
there's nobody to take them to the hospital. People have money, and they're willing to give anything, but there was nobody for them to take. And mask was finding it difficult to get a mask. I mean, people used to ask me, can we get 10, can we get 20, 30? Masks were not available in the initial phase one. And your own people were avoiding to meet you because you are COVID positive, right? And no way that you could do anything, only on the phone. And travel was not possible. People are not able to come into the state or into the city. It was nightmare. All of us we have gone through that. So while Jyothy Labs, we started very quickly. Within 14 days, we started sales, and we did a good job there. Our factory started working perfectly fine in 14 days time. But what was there back of my mind is that uh, two things were coming in my mind very clearly, that whatever the experience I've learned from Ujala University, the Jyothy University, should it go along with me to the grave, or should I pass it on to somebody else? That experience, both doing good job or not so good job, both experience. Second one is that MD's daughter Jyothy is an extraordinary brilliant brilliant, I would say, manager, brilliant leader. And that was the time all of us decided that generation next should get into the business more actively. She was on the board for about 10 years before that, and she is an excellent marketing person. As I said, a wonderful human being, good leader. And between me and MD, we took the decision. Me and chairman, we took the decision that she should become the MD, and I'll do the handholding if it is required for 2 years, and that is from 20 to 2022. And at 2022, I should be relieved. And MD, my chairman, did ask me, what do you do after that? I said, whatever I've learned here, I'll apply that to the small and medium enterprises in Bangalore, in Karnataka. And if I can help few companies, I'll be grateful. I'll be grateful for the opportunity what I've learned from you. I mean, got it from you, learned from you, and I implement that in small and medium enterprises.
If I have to ask you 5 leadership lessons that you've learnt from Jyothy Labs, would you like to pin them down for us?
First thing is that you should be a good listener. You should have a lot of patience to listen to the people, because when they talk, the point which you want to pick up could be the ninth point, but the first 8 points, you need to have the patience to listen to them. Otherwise, the ninth point will not come to you at all. You will not know.
So that.
Second one is that you need to be connected to the reality. Imagination is one, but you need to be real. In the sense, you should connect the helicopter view, what you get, to the ground realities. From helicopter view, everything looks beautiful. But when you really get down, you'll know the difficulties.
Ground problems.
So that's one. And you need to have analytical mind. Analytical mind simply why people are saying this. What made them to tell like this? Analyze that. And you need to have an art of understanding what is not being told to you. If somebody tells, you understand, that is simple. They are told in simple English or Kannada or Hindi, and you have understood. There's no real big deal about it. It's an information. But you need to understand what he has not or what she has not told.
How do you read that?
When you put certain questions, you will know this is what actually they intend telling, but they told like this. That they want.
Example?
Yeah, for example, if they say that these days school fees has gone up, you need to know that
They're
you need to
asking a
increase the
hike.
salary at some point in time. And if the medical expenses are going up, you should know that there should be some healthcare benefits for them. And when they say that we should not dream, that means be practical. So some of the things when they tell you, you need to read between the lines, you get it right. And you answer that for those unasked questions, and they love you thereafter. And they'll tell, I didn't tell, but he only told. But you will have told that because you felt that they want to know about it. And every time a leader should make to understand that we take the inputs from them and we act upon that. It's not that we take everybody's view and we put our views finally. It is everybody's view, take it and add your views and tell them saying that, okay, 90% of this is based on what you have said and 10% is what we felt. This is what is required. They feel good about it.
Make them feel heard.
Absolutely.
And execute their opinions.
Yeah. It's always, I'll say that anything else you want to tell, at least 3 times I'll ask them in a conversation. Let them say no, 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 no. Then you can always tell them, look, I asked you 3 times. You didn't say anything. You should have told by that at that time. So any meeting with anybody, be sincere. Don't hold the meeting for the sake of holding the meeting. Tell them the purpose of the meeting and ask them to talk of the language which they are comfortable with. You'll be able to read when you'll be able to understand when they talk in their own mother tongue. And if you are dealing with a person from, say, Punjabi, you tell him that, बोलो पंजाबी में हम समझ में आ जाता है, हमको सब कुछ समझ में आ जाता है. So he feels very happy that at least given an opportunity to talk to him. But he will say, he'll speak in definitely Hindi. But when you talk to a Telugu salesperson, he'll be very comfortable in talking to you in Telugu. And you will be able to understand also. So you speak to him in Hindi, you speak to him in English, he'll speak to him in Telugu, conversation will happen. So he feels that I'm giving importance to his language, mother tongue.
So connect to
You
the
need
person.
You need to connect. No doubts
The
in my mind.
language that they are comfortable, and that's how the truth comes
And
out.
remember whatever the commitments you are given to them. Because they remember. You should remember that. Once you remember that and you act upon that, forever they consider that, oh, he has told, now forget about it, he'll take care of us.
Simple, like walk the talk. Like they
Absolutely.
say,
Walk the talk. Walk the talk.
Interesting.
Yeah. And when you, in the factories also, we don't have different canteen for us and them. It's the same canteen. You go eat, the same canteen they eat. So nobody need to tell you that food is not good or food is good. You have eaten, no? You have eaten there. So no complaints will come.
And you're closer to reality. Everybody's on the same level so that you can read things better, understand better, vibe better.
Yes.
Amazing. Now a man from Kasargod. Curious to know how your childhood was. Because I kind of heard you while you were like constantly saying, I'm a failed CA. But there is a life journey that made you pursue chartered accountancy. And I'm sure a lot has impacted you in your childhood, probably to choose a path towards it.
A very important question. As a child, being the fifth at home, both my all the 3 sisters and 1 brother. Sisters, 2 were in arts, and my brother and sister they were in science. As a 5th child.
Oh, you're the last one.
Last one. And every time when I come back from the school, the questions about the class used to continue. So if my brother will ask the question, my sister will ask the question, and anything you do still lot more I should have done kind of a thing. So by 10th standard, I knew that I cannot take it forward. I cannot take it further, asking the questions at home by my brother, because all of them are far more intelligent than what I am. So I knew that. So every time in the class also they'll ask you the question, and come home also they ask you the question. So I told my mother that two children are arts and two are science, so you don't have commerce. So I'll take commerce after 10th. My mother said, very good, you get a bank job. You'll get a bank job. I said, yeah, I'll get a bank job, so I'll take commerce. So that is the last time when my brother and sisters asked me the question, about the studies. That's one. Then one other uncle of mine who has told me that you take commerce and you become a chartered accountant, so you'll count the money rest of your life. Coming from low middle class, money was very important, and I felt that I should earn lots of money. And this uncle of mine told that if you become a chartered accountant, you will make lots of money. So I told my mother also, I'll make lots of money. And he said, you will see a lot of money. So I felt that is a good opportunity to make money by becoming a chartered accountant, and sincerely, I passed all the examination in the first attempt. I only saw the money, I didn't count the money because I was seeing others' money. I was seeing others' money as a practicing chartered accountant, and I went to the uncle saying that what you told is right, I'm seeing others' money. Then jokingly I told him saying that no, I don't think that I'm fit for practice. Then I joined Jyothy Labs. But CA becoming a chartered accountant, for me, it is a matter of great pride. And it brought in a lot of discipline in me in studies. It was a tough examination, and many will write, few will pass. And doing that, like articles, and becoming a chartered accountant, probably first in our community, maybe second in our community, in our relationship. So I was very happy about it. But I didn't stop my studies. Like I did after CA, I did my company secretary, I did my law. And
FCA and then ACS.
Yeah, everything I did because reading, writing exams, and like you pass those exams, it gives you a lot of confidence about the knowledge. The knowledge what is written or knowledge what is available. And the knowledge with the wisdom, with the common sense, it's a fantastic cocktail for you to deliver results, so that you know what is there in the books, which you have read it, you have written it, and you have passed it. So you know that's the knowledge, you have acquired knowledge.
Yeah.
Then you use a lot of wisdom, which comes from having friends, having good connect, networking, a lot of wisdom you get, and talking to mother, talking to grandmother, to uncles. All these people come with a lot of wisdom. They would not have been, my mother is maybe 4th standard she will have passed, but she comes with a lot of wisdom. Life experience. Put that. And the common sense. It's very, very important, especially in Indian context, especially when you're doing a small business. The common sense will give you a lot of indications. So, I mean, if you have these three things, acquired skills and the wisdom and with the common sense, you can take a better decision, I would say. You can take a better decisions. So that's the way how I moved from education, and I never stopped that. I always felt that I want to study in Harvard, I want to study in Wharton, I want to study in London School of Economics. Right. And every item which was there in my bucket list, I fulfilled that. Appropriate time doing such courses made me to think, like anybody who wants to have a dream, if they work towards that, it is possible that you can do it in this life only. Don't have to say, oh, I didn't have the time. No, that time is not available, possible. I'm not a person who hide behind any reasons. To an extent that when I was writing my London School of Economics, when I was writing my exams, my son was writing his 10th standard examination. Wow. So he qualified, he passed out his 10th standard, and I qualified as a MSc student from London School of Economics. So age does not matter.
It's only your excuses which will stop you, right?
Absolutely. And religiously, 17-month program in LSC.
How was it?
It was fantastic. And your confidence will go to the next level there, because you're walking in the street, where Adam Smith was walking, right? So we have written about Adam Smith here in economics, but when you go to the Adam Smith street and he says that this is where Adam Smith used to work from, so you feel very nice about it. Like Harvard, when you go there, all said and done, they're all great institutions.
Why? Like you being you always read through the systems and what makes them unique. So how did you read Harvard?
Just a discipline. For example, the accounts professor used to tell us that I've been coming to this institution for 47 years, and my car parking is the same place, and nobody can take my car park. I've been parking my car in that place for 47 years. And every time I come, every time I teach, I'm the same. My car parking is the same. My cars have changed. Students change every year. You can imagine a person is doing that for 47 long years. Now still he's there. So another 20 years you can add. Now this is the kind of passion. And they write their notes. When they come and teach us the accounts, they write the notes, handwritten notes, and they say, I prepared for that, and they write on the board. And now, education for them or teaching for them is a serious profession, because every time when they talk about a subject, it's generally 3 hours classes there. Unlike here, 45 minutes, there is about 3 hours. So that it is a conversation like what you and me are having conversation. It's that 3 hours, very, very nice topic they take and they discuss, the case studies and interaction. And finally we conclude, okay, these are learning of 3 hours of
So
class.
the absorption is more.
Absolutely. And there we learn a lot from the peers, the classmates who come there. They're all from different countries. India was, in my class, in India was about 6%. So 94% were from outside India. So you make friends with them. And we have living groups. So in the evening we'll sit together. We discuss about what we have learned, how it has been in your country, how it is in my country. So we get a world understanding about it. It's a place. And those programs, when you attend, while you study the same thing here, they're more of analytics. And when I write my exam for the first time, the professor told that whatever there in the textbook, please don't write it. What is not there in the textbook, you write it, because this is London School of Economics. It's not that just read it and reproduce that. And then that made me to think so much. He said, you're right, but you give the reference to your textbook, a reference to the practical your experience. You have so much of rich experience, and you form your own opinion and express that. Express that. That is the answer what we want, not to reproduce what other authors have written in the textbook. Now that is the difference, what you learn there, and I just enjoy that.
Wow. For youngsters who are watching us, is it very expensive to be in London School of Economics?
Yeah. It's an investment. Education is an investment. Education is not an expenditure. I'll tell you why. You keep the money in fixed deposit, it'll give you 6%, 7% returns.
You invest on yourself, you can explode.
Forever. It'll give you 100% returns every year. And it gives you forever. And education is the only thing, when you learn, it will be with you. When you teach, still what you have learned will be with you.
Oh, yes.
It will never go away from you.
You don't use it, you lose it.
Yeah, the best investment I recommend to youngsters and also to elders is that invest in educating yourself, and you will get the returns far, far better than any other investment in the world, provided if you use it.
It shouldn't be like, oh, I went, saw a movie and I came back and I just got busy with my existing life. Any ballpark figure, kind of a number that you want to throw to get in this? Huh?
In education,
Yeah.
it's most of the American universities are about $50,000 a year educational expenditure, and UK will be about 60,000 pounds, and living expenditure will be another 20,000-30,000 pounds.
So close to 100,
Expensive,
100K.
yeah.
You
Expensive,
can say
but worth it at any point in time.
So now heading towards 2047, as a citizen, as a Gen Z, as a hustler, what should I do with the Vikasit Bharat's journey already being started?
For the Gen Z, the people who have born around 2000, they're the luckiest people, the children who are born around 2000.
Why do you say that?
Because by the time they start earning, India has already started progressing very nicely. So they've never seen what is called landline. They've never seen what is that is not
Facts.
available kind of a thing. So everything is bypassed for them. And their parents will have sacrificed their parents, in the sense that the people who are born in 60s or 70s, they have done the hard work. And their children who are born in 2000, they have been, I would say that most of them will have come to earning age 2025, 26, 27 now. So that for them, the country growth has started from 2012, 13 onwards. The real change happened 1991 in India when the economic liberalization happened, but we started seeing the result in the last 10 years, unprecedented result what we are seeing. And why I'm saying lucky? Because they get into the job when the country is growing, when the states are growing, and they can earn faster. They don't have to do trial and error. So 2047 onwards, especially these days, we are talking about artificial intelligence, we are talking about machine learning, we are talking about robotics, we are talking about everything where the decision making will not be done by the repetitive decision making will be done by machines, will be done by artificial intelligence agents, so that the regular jobs will not be as easily. You cannot find the regular jobs. Most of things in the factories, automation is a buzzword, robotics is a buzzword, and I had visited one of the best factory in Germany last 15 days back. It's about 1 lakh of square feet of built up area. Hardly 8 or 9 people are there. Rest of the things are all machines,
Which
robotics.
companies that would you like to name them?
No, it's a German company.
Oh,
So
okay.
so the world is going towards automation. So the kids had to be ready for AI, ML, robotics, automation, and digital savvy. It's a good thing to be digital savvy, technology savvy. So we are seeing that. So youngsters don't have to worry the way how we used to worry as we are youngsters. And also I want to say that there's no much difference today in India when you come first in class or when you're last in class, as I told you last time, because unemployment is very high. So you need to be smart. You need to be knowing what's happening around you. I need to go with that flow. Chance of success is very, very high. And please go beyond your comfort zone. So you need to be going away from your comfort zone to show your talent. So which is what's happening. Most of the people are going where the calling is coming, and have to have that flair or that that wanting in your mind that any job is fine, but I'll do my best. And from there you start your journey. Don't look for a job which fits your interest. You just get into a job. Any job is fine, but build that on top of that. And again, to the youngsters, I say a small job in a big company versus a big job in a small company. Opt for a big job in a small company. And you can build a company like that, like the way how I joined Jyothy Labs. Imagine that if I were to join Hindustan Lever at the same time, I would not have been what I am today.
Been a small fish in a big ocean.
Yeah, it's much easier for you to get recognized when you are working for a small company, but to grow with the company rather than joining a growing company. You join a company and grow the company. People will identify you, and your talent will be much used there.
Nice. So you kind of mentioned a couple of areas wherein India is going to be seeing growth in. Any jobs that are in threat because of AI, because of all of any sectors that you see?
The repetitive jobs which we have in the factories, like loading, unloading, packing, wrapping, and checking, raw material checking, work in process checking, a lot of things which are repetitive in nature, the technology will take over that.
Repetitive in nature.
Repetitive in nature, because it's very easy for the technology to make use of that. And wherever the hands are being used, only hands are used, where the brains are not there, that hands also will be taken over by robots. Just pick it up, keep it here, pick it up, take it here. You don't need
the brain, the currency going
everything.
forward.
And where you don't have to apply your mind, the job will be taken over. Wherever you need to apply your mind, the job will be still there. And even this jobs which you are replacing, that will be done by somebody's brain only. Correct?
Unfortunately.
But in today's world, like just numbers wise, India needs 1 million jobs every month. Million jobs every month. We have a backlog of at least 3-4 years. Karnataka alone need 21 lakh jobs every year. 21 lakh jobs every year.
And the backlog is about what percentage, sir?
If you take all India, the backlog is at least for last 3-4 years, we are not filled in 1 million jobs. In Karnataka, we are far better. We are only, unemployment is only 2.7% in Karnataka. But if you take the country, is about 4.7. But when we say Karnataka, we are unemployment is only 2.7%. We don't know whether they are from Karnataka or they are from all over the country. Because in Karnataka,
Bangalore being Bangalore today. Right. So I think before we started the conversation, you kind of threw some shocking revelations in terms of how, a person who has not studied, for them the unemployment is probably still 1%, but somebody who's already graduated there, the unemployment, the percentage probably goes up to
27-28%, yeah.
Please explain. I mean, this is shocking.
In the sense, if today you are a graduate in the country, the unemployment is about 27-28%. There is ILO data, which I am telling you. And,
ILO is it?
International Labour Organization. And it's of 2022 data. But more or less it will be the same. Maybe marginal changes will be there. But this data clearly says that if you are a graduate in the country, unemployment is at about 27-28%. It's a big number. Second one is that there is also a data clearly says that 60% of our graduates are unemployable. That means what they have studied and what they are expected to do, there is a wide gap. So that industry expectations are different and education, what they have been teaching is the same. What I have learned, what you have learned, and our kids are learning in the same school, more or less the same topic which we discuss, we study. But industry has gone to the next level. Industry, now we are at 4.0, talking about 5.0, right? And industry has changed and changing every time when you visit the industry, there's some changes happens. Now, our worry is, unlike other developed countries, in India, still there is a long way to have industry-academia partnership and teach what industry needs. Chance of getting jobs are very high. Now, academia here teaches what is as per the university, bylaws are there or rules are there. They'll teach that and they get graduation certificate. The industry wants with the experience which is not available as much as they want. So,
how to fill the gap?
You need to have that industry academia partnership. Undoubtedly, all over the world, it's a good practice. If you see, most of the best run universities in the world are funded by entrepreneurs, whether it's Wharton, whether Harvard, whether it's LSE, whether it's anything in it, Stanford. The big money comes for the education is by the industry. They say that, okay, we put this fund and educate the children like that. So it is not a philanthropy, it is a real business decision. At some point in time, they'll have taken saying that we want our graduates to be like this so that we can absorb them in the industry. It's an industry body. In India, it is very rarely I've seen. We have seen at IITs, we have seen IIMs, we have seen, but it has to be at a district level college, district level factories. Imagine that in Shimoga, there is 4 good colleges, there are 40 good factories. Work together so that these kids who come out of these colleges, they get into those factories.
Yes.
Factories are growing. Like in India, we have 265,000 factories as far as the Factories Act is concerned. 265,000 factories who are registered under Factories Act. So there are factories. It's not that the factories are not there.
But are people wanting to go?
Imagine that even if each factory takes 10 people, 26 lakh jobs will have created already, right? So this is what I'm trying to explain, that industry academia partnership, what you learn is good, but what you need to learn to be employable is also very important. To get a job is very important. So once you are a graduate or postgraduate, you have 2 lines open for you. Either become an employee or become an employer. So to become an employer, you go through the entrepreneurship route, which is not easy. It's difficult because you need money, you need experience, you need to understand the market.
The
risk appetite should be there, and your family should support you. Otherwise, entire family property can go along with your business if it is into losses. So, middle class people, they say, no problem, you can get into entrepreneurship, but don't take family assets as a collateral so that tomorrow something goes wrong, we don't want to lose our house. That's the outlook of a middle class family.
Then what should they do?
They need to go through the government policies. There are many policies. Very rarely, I'm a big admirer of government policies. And India is one such place anywhere in the world. All the industrial policies are meant for industries. Industry policy is not meant for others. It's for industry. Please read it. I mean, everybody should read it. Second, every state is very competitive. What is available in Karnataka, they'll give a little more in Tamil Nadu. What is given in Tamil Nadu, a little more you get in Andhra Pradesh. And all of a sudden you get some new scheme from Telangana. Like you want an entrepreneur, you're in Bangalore. Tamil Nadu is 35 kilometers, 40 kilometers away from you. Tamil Nadu is not Chennai. Tamil Nadu is Hosur is also Tamil Nadu.
Hosur.
Correct? Andhra Pradesh is not too far. It's 80 kilometers you reach the border of Andhra Pradesh. So somewhere this entrepreneur should think that what do I do and where do I do and what the help I get from government. Read the policies. There are many policies wherein you get money from the government, subsidy from the government, you get interest concession, and there are many many credits from the nationalized banks wherein they get entrepreneurs collateral free loan. You see the advertisement also of big banks saying that up to 10 lakhs, 20 lakhs, no collateral is required for entrepreneurs and for the startups today. Plenty of money is coming through VCs, angel investors, HNIs, private equity. Money is coming in. But you need to be aware of that. You need to read. And
any websites or book that you would swear by to be more updated about this?
Just go to every government site. In India, it's Invest India. You go, you get a lot of links from there. Invest India. In Government of Karnataka, you can go to Industries website. You can go to ITBT website. You have plenty of those. If nothing is, you don't have time, go to Karnataka Udyoga Mitra. And it's Karnataka Udyoga Mitra. Correct? You need to go there, sit there. They'll give you a cup of coffee. And they'll tell you what all the things are available. Suppose if you want to, the Karnataka Udyoga Mitra is in front of Taj Western. That building is Karnataka Udyoga Mitra building in front of Taj Western.
Yeah, Racecourse.
Yeah, Racecourse Road. And then you can go to VTPC, wherein if you are having some handicrafts, they'll tell you how to sell. To export also, everything they do in VTPC. People should know that, such organization is there. And you go to KTech, anything about the technology, they'll help you, whether to do or not to do and where to do. There are at least 10,000 seats available with the government of Karnataka, which they'll allow you to start your startup without investing a rupee.
Yeah?
Yeah, you can take the desk there and you sit and do for 6 months, 1 year, explore everything. They'll give you the computer also. You can work on their computer. Such things are there. If you are setting up an industry, go to Industry Center, DIC. In every district, there is one DIC, there is one general manager. Go and sit there. Ask them that I want to put up a rice mill. I want to put up this. They'll tell you how to go about. Any business, they'll tell you what all the subsidies are available. Up to 25% you get the money from the government. I'll give a number, then you will know what I'm saying. If your investment is 100 rupees, 25 rupees is given by government of Karnataka. If your investment. Bank will give you 70 rupees. You need to put only 5 rupees. You are already there as an entrepreneur. So 100 rupees is the project cost. Bank will give you 70 rupees.
This is with collateral? Bank
Without collateral.
Without, okay.
Without small enterprises. No collateral required.
Like what is the cap for small enterprises?
Generally, when you take the definition of micro, small, medium enterprises, there's a definition separately. Micro, small, medium and large industries. And up to 50 crore top line, it comes under small. Then it goes to medium, 50 to 250. And about 250 crore, it will be large industries. But when you're starting an enterprise, you always start as a small or a micro.
50 CR. Or micro is?
Micro is less than, I think, 5 crore or something like that. But you start as a micro, you start as a small, and go with the a pilot project, see the success, then you scale. Because I always tell business people that nobody is chasing you, so go slow. And don't follow anybody because they're running for some other reason. Don't just run behind them. Just be on your own. Just keep walking.
You should know why
keep
you are
walking.
running and why you are running and what you're chasing.
Yeah, because if somebody is running, we also run behind them because he's my competitor. He's running for something else which we don't know. Why we need to run behind him? And nobody is chasing you. Somebody wants to overtake. No problem. Let them overtake. You can overtake because all of them will get stuck in the next signal light. Don't worry about it.
Oh, wow.
So simple that you have to walk slowly but steadily. Step at a time, but no U-turn, no right turn, no left turn, straight. And don't have option B. When you have option B, you settle on with option B. Don't have option C. If you have option A, B and C, ultimately they settle down with the last option in their life.
That's how the human mind is?
No, yeah. It's always like that. It's like a child saying that I'll prepare well for IIT. If not IIT, I get into REC. If regional college is not available, then I'll go for local best institution. Finally, father will pay the money and we the capitation. Money is there, don't worry about it. You will become an engineer. So somewhere they feel that if nothing is there, I'll have something.
So dilutes basically.
You're going with the thinking that I have an option. But when you say you don't have an option, then you put your best effort. Chance of success is very, very high when you don't have an option. That's how most of the people have won the war. Olden days in the king day, when kings used to send the soldiers, they said that you win and come. There's no option.
There'll be another war or no options given. So
no
true,
option.
right?
Win and come. Everybody have gone to win and come back. Not otherwise. So you can't just go and no, we didn't win the war and we have come back. It's not at all. So in a personal life also, I always say that you have a good option, but only option. Chance of success is very, very high.
Amazing. So I think to inspire people to handhold them, I'm sure after Jyothy Labs, now the journey which has started with UK and Co. I'm assuming it is Ullas Kamath and
Yes.
core company, right? So this is where you help family managed businesses to scale up. Before I get into the kind of brands that you've helped, like, it could be Hangyo, it could be Repose, yes. What are the gaps that you've seen in the market, sir?
I'll give you some interesting data, then you will appreciate why I'm doing this. Time immemorial, economies are driven by family managed businesses only. Family managed businesses are past, present and future of any economy.
True that.
And everybody who starts as small, they always start for as a self-employment. Then they become a little big, then they create many employment, and then they become big and bigger and bigger. We have seen whether it is Dhirubhai Ambani, today Reliance Industries, or Larsen & Toubro as two individuals, today's L&T.
Even Times of India, right?
Times of India. And if you see the TVS or you see Murugappa, everybody started as a small, and everybody has come with the legacy of their family, and then they will go to bigger levels. Now in a family managed business, which is decisions are taken by the family, is considered as a family managed business.
Okay.
In India, from first generation to second generation, only 30% is going.
Oh.
70% will
Branching
close.
out. Okay.
From second to third generation, it is 12%. From third to fourth is less than 3%. And beyond 5 generations in India, there are only 1.2% of Indian industries have gone beyond 5 generations. That is, out of all the enterprises what we have in the country, only 1.2% who are across 100 years, like Murugappa or maybe TVS. But as compared to this, and we are a large country, and we are actually born entrepreneurs in India because of various reasons. We have coastline, generally import and exports will happen during the coastline, or the spice route, what we have seen here, and making the jewelries here, exporting all over the world. All these things we have heard and we have read in the history books. As compared to this data, Japan, there are 33,000 companies who have crossed 100 years.
Crazy. 33%.
33,000 companies. It's a small country, 33,000. And up to 60% of their businesses will go up to 15 generations. Generations after
15 generations.
15 generations. South Korea, 15 generations. You have companies who have gone up to 15, 16, 17 generation.
I'm sure
Europe.
some case study must have been done. What
Lots.
is making them do
It's
that?
an institution because they say that the business and the family, you need to separate it. Ownership and management, you need to separate it. And today's Suzuki may not be the great grandchild of the Suzuki who has started it. Today's Sumitomo's CEO don't have to be the great grandson of the Sumitomo who has started it. Today's Mitsubishi, but the family name will keep
I think
going
that's a great insight.
generation. So in India, why it is so is because in India, the way how we divided the agricultural land, when grandfather to father, father to children, children to grandchildren, everything is division. Average holding of our land per farmer now is less than 2 acres. Average holding per farmer is less than 2 acres. Same way they divided the business also. So one business, 2 children, divided.
We see that. A lot of jewelry brands, Saudi brands, all this.
Everything. So I'm seeing that who are creating jobs today. The jobs are created not by multinationals. They come with a huge investment. Right from the day one, it's automation.
And they hire.
They hire the best talent and they get the best machinery equipment at day one. They can afford it, automation, big companies. The jobs are created by small and medium enterprises, which are primarily family-driven organization, family-managed organization, wherein creation of a job for them is an obligation also, and it's a duty also they consider. No, we give the job. The jobs, when family-managed business create the jobs, they create a job for the needy. They may not hire the best. They go with the reference, saying that neighbors, like sister, son, just graduated, don't know what to do. Okay, send him to the factory.
Oh.
Correct. This is the way how they act. And somebody's teacher's son, I don't know what to do. Means, okay, you send him to the office, let me see what I'll do. This is the way how they create the jobs. Correct. And everywhere it is based on the reference. And we have also seen these enterprises are nurturing the people. And nurturing the people, saying that okay, नया आया है, एक साल उनको सिखा दो पहले. सिखा दो पहले is actually skilling them, right? This is how they are built. And family managed business give importance to integrity. They give importance to honesty. They give importance to hardworking. They may not hire the smart people, but they hire the good human beings. They hire the dedicated employees. They hire people who will say, I don't know, then you can teach them. So the quality of the recruitment is also not the best, but the productivity and efficiency are important for them, but not necessarily they see only that. They want to say, okay, aaj nahi to kal karega, kal nahi to parso karega, kind of a thing will be there. So why it is so important for India is that we have 6 crore plus MSMEs in this country, 6 crore.
Wow, okay.
They have created 12.5 crore jobs, 12.5 crore. So we want them to create more jobs. And most of this, I would say that small and medium enterprises are family-driven organization. So we will tell them that do not close your factories or close your businesses. Because we have another problem which is happening in South India. The fertility rates are coming down. Karnataka is about 1.7, Kerala is about 1.665, and Telangana is not too far, it's 1.8. Tamil Nadu is also 1.8. Now all these are worrying. Replacement is 2.1, and we are not producing enough kits here. When we don't create enough kits, an enterprise will think that I have only one daughter, she's married to US, what do I do with the business? His interest will go down.
It'll die.
He'll say, what should I do? Why one more factory to open? Who will take care of it after me? So there is no answer for him. Naturally, he will go into the shell, right? And there are some children today, and I'm happy the way how they do. But they say that I'm not interested in business. I'm interested in art. I'm interested in music. I'm interested in sports. I don't want my father's business. Now, what do you do at such circumstances? So, what we are trying to do, and which is what is required for the country today, is that separate the ownership with the management. Anybody can run your business. Why you want to depend on your children?
Right.
Let the children be the owners. Let them get the profit. Let them get the dividend. Let them sit on the board. Board meeting happen only once a month or once a quarter. So they don't have to be on a day-to-day. Have professionals to manage your business. That's the way how the whole world is running. Your Louis Vuitton bag is a family-driven organization, but they are supplying Louis Vuitton all over the world, right?
Even Christian Dior, same.
Everything is family-driven organization. So in Japan, whether it's Suzuki, whether it's Sumitomo, or in Samsung in Korea, or LG in Korea, everything is family-owned, professionally run, professionally managed company. So we are saying that from family-owned to family-managed, go towards family-owned, professionally managed company. Then it can go from 30%, it can go to 50% to the next generation. Children can say, I'm not interested in the business. So what? It's okay.
Business will still
Be
continue.
a shareholder.
Yep.
Be the owner. And the gaps what we see in family managed businesses, one, it's a chicken and egg. Chicken and egg in the sense, they will not invest the money in people till they make money. They don't make money
Till the time
till they get the
people.
invest the money in the people. They don't invest in the technology. They don't believe in disruption. They don't believe in startups. They don't believe in disruption. They don't believe there is one other way the same business can be done by somebody else. They think that my grandfather used to do this business, no problem. My father did, no problem. I am also doing, no problem. But some problem will always be there. It comes and goes. The problem what we see today in the business comes, it will never go. You will go out of the business. We have seen that restaurant business. We have seen the travel business. We have seen every kind of education business. Everything where we have seen that the new age technology which is coming in, they are here to stay. They'll not that it's not like COVID comes and goes. They come and they stay, and we will go, will not go. Like today's Instamart. When I was coming to your office here today, some packet came from Instamart at 10:30 in the morning. So something you wanted your office people, they got an Instamart. Now, if they are able to deliver you in 10 minutes, why will you send your person to go to a shop and pick it up?
They're solving my problem. And I'm paying a price for it. I'm ready.
Absolutely. And you are actually paying less. When you go to the shop, your time is not taken into account, your car account is, your fuel is not taken into account, and waiting there is not taken into account, right? And you may not get your choice.
Yep.
Here you get a choice. Whatever you want, it will come to your doorstep. Now, if that Kirana store, if his sales is coming down, he must be thinking that no, the actual market is bad. I'm not selling as much as I'm selling in the past. He must be thinking like that because the rent will be the same. His other cost will be the same. In reality, the business is gone from him without his knowledge, directly going to the households.
So disruptor.
Correct. Now, in the past, we used to have travel agents to book our tickets. So today we book the tickets on our mobile phone. Nobody will know also where I'm getting the ticket from, correct? I go for any of the websites and I'll buy it from them, and they're perfectly fine. There is no way that, that is uncertainty is not there. You got the ticket, you got the boarding pass, you fly. So what I'm saying is that the disruption, what we are talking about, it affects everyone's life. The family managed business is no different than that. So we are telling them to appreciate that family managed business. We'll tell them to appreciate the disruption, what's happening in your business. They are not creating the new business. They are replacing the existing business in a new way. The people who are eating the idli vada, they are eating idli vada, may not be from the same restaurant, but some other restaurant delivered by Swiggy. So it will come to your doorstep, you eat that.
How has changed?
How has changed, and it has become consumer friendly. It become convenient. So what is the disruption is who will adopt for this are people who are very lazy, they adopt for this kind of services. People are very busy, they adopt for these businesses. Then who is left then? So laziest of the lazy will adopt your business. Busiest of the business will take your business. So who is left? Nobody. So I'm telling that any product or services, which is better than the existing product or services, which is cheaper than existing product or services, which is faster than the existing product or services, and if it is efficient in the way that whole world appreciates it, local appreciates it, that is a disruption which will stay because they use technology to scale up. So if Swiggy wants to go all over the world, doesn't take much time for them, right?
I think there are their own brands across.
And they are
Like
the
you have-
fastest. Wherever I travel around the world, the kind of service what we get from Swiggy, we don't get from anywhere. The speed in which they deliver,
I
the quality
agree.
they deliver. So some of the things Indian, like Oyo, gone from India all over the world. They are the biggest hotel property in the world without owning one single room. So they have disrupted the whole hotel industry, Airbnb. They have disrupted the whole world of hospitality. Uber and Ola, they have disrupted the transportation. Like my children don't want to own a car. They don't want to drive with a driver because say that no, I don't want. I go by Uber. So this is the new behavior in youngsters. This is the new disruption which is happening in the marketplace. So in the family managed business, they have become mute spectators what is happening in front of them without acting. So UK company will highlight this. It's like, do you have problem with money? Yes. Do you have problem with the technology? Yes. Do you have great talent? No. They are very expensive. We can't hire them. Are you able to go beyond your comfort zone? I said, no. We don't know Tamil. That's why we don't go to Tamil Nadu. Can you imagine an entrepreneur saying that, I don't go to Tamil Nadu because I don't understand Tamil Nadu. There are people who understand Tamil Nadu, work with them. So if you want to become a national enterprise, then you have to go beyond your comfort zone. So in UK company, we highlight this. And in UK company, we have experts. We have about 35 people. All of them have their core competence. Like we have CFOs, we have technology people, we have sales people, we have marketing people, we have legal people, we have, of course, finance people, we have people in ESG. It's very important for the nation, employer, environment, we need to be environment friendly product or services. We have risk people who will assess the risk, and we will do this for a small enterprise that you take these services on a part-time.
So now representing the masses, or probably who will be looking at this as a class, master class of how to understand marketing. So could you break us down how the bus backs have an impact on consumer? What does a TV do? What does a print do? Because even today we see a lot of marketeers, like they do tick off a box. Like they know digital is where the trend is headed, but still they don't want to let go of these. Like हाँ ये भी कर ही लेते हैं मतलब
It's see, olden days everything used to be, I would say, kind of a la carte. You pick and choose what you want, and nothing wrong. They have done that. We have also done that. We are fine. And our thinking those days was initially it was 70% on like a TV and 30% on print and 80% on TV and 20% on print. And some point in time we felt that print you need to be there, but you don't have to be there as a rigorous investment on marketing. And everything was on TV. And then the TV. Earlier we were only in Doordarshan, and thereafter the channels, the way out is coming, channels everywhere. The audience are more or less the same. The channels keeps changing, and the medium gets changed. And our thinking at that point in time was that you are available in 2-3 million retail outlets. So you spend the money on the TV. People know about Ujala, they know about Maxo, they know about Exo, they know about Henko, and when they go to the shop and they get connected and they buy it. So you keep making them see our creative 40 seconder, 30 seconder, 20 seconder, so they will remember them. And then when you talk about whiteness, they talk about Ujala. When they talk about neem soap, they talk about Margot. Like that we used to think. That thinking is still there. But now the new age people are seeing all this digital medium creatives. They can decide on the spot, and they can buy on the spot on their mobile phones only. So if I talk about Margot soap, on the digital medium, if she wants to buy 6 pieces, she can buy, which is not possible when she see a Margot advertisement on the television. She has to go to a shop. So this is the new age, new Indian, what we are seeing, that you like some ice cream, you want to buy that ice cream, you can buy it on the spot because it gets connected to immediately to the nearest dealer, and it can come. So my advice to everyone is that digital medium is going to stay because it's convenient, it's one-to-one. TV is one-to-mass. Here is one-to-one. And if you want to skip, you skip that advertisement. That is also there. So that you will know that, okay, how many people have skipped. That means I know that my target audience may not like my advertisement, or change that so that they will not skip it, right? Second one is that it is very private conversation what you are having with the user, with the brand owner, and with the user, which was not there ever in the past. Like today, I'll know that in Bangalore, if 20,000 people are eating ice cream every day, Bangalore has accepted my ice cream, which otherwise I would not have known if I used to spend the money on advertising in entire Karnataka and people are buying in Bangalore. I would not have known. But today we know that, okay, every day people are buying so many scoops of ice cream. So you get connected close to the consumer with the digital medium, and here it's going to stay. It is expensive, but over a period of time, it becomes affordable. Right now, it is expensive route, but it is affordable. But the unit economics, what we call, that the X amount of money you spend, Y amount of sales you get, it is more cheaper than the TV.
So if I am a marketeer sitting, like, can you just say yes or no? Like, should I invest in TV?
Yes.
Print? Does front page
Not
ads
required.
help?
Not required.
Bus branding?
Just probably for about 3 months, not beyond that. Because the
Why, sir?
route and the people who see the bus is the same bus. It become blind spot at some point in time. It's like a bus shelter.
Wow. Pamphlet or your handles?
Not required.
Why?
Because one is that the life of that is in seconds. People take the newspaper to read, and any pamphlets in that, they'll keep it on the side. And the newspaper only, they don't spend more than 10 minutes to glance through it. Question of getting in, reading it and all, it's hardly anything. I would say that not even 1% productivity, you will get it through the pamphlets.
Hoardings? Billboards?
Hoardings, again, during the launch period, not thereafter.
Why, sir?
Because people should know new has come. And
Come with a bang.
absolutely. When you are launching something, pick up the hoardings in the best places, and thereafter it's only digital.
So now we enter the world of digital, which is like an ocean. But still, I'm going to name few which people kind of are putting their monies on. One is influencer marketing.
Absolutely required.
So how do I pick my best influencers? Should I look at their following? Should I look at their connection that they have with the audience? Or should I look at their integrity in terms of, the kind of brands they've promoted in the past, or the kind of the vibe that you get from the influencer?
For all the 10 items, you give 10 marks. And integrity wise of that influencer, give the maximum marks. If that person is only an actor, but integrity is not there, like actor in the sense, not I'm talking about the actors as such, but he should be real. The people should get influenced for real who he is. Correct? If he is a fitness freak, anything with the fitness, people believe in him. Correct? If a person is a teacher, anything he teaches, people will believe in him. Credibility has to be there, and that integrity is very, very important.
So what does integrity mean for an influencer, sir?
Is that he endorses the product, but he doesn't use the product. He don't believe in the product.
Then?
Yeah. And here when I say that the influencers who have decent following, see whether the followers are increasing, and that whether the followers are real followers, because today you have the technology also to increase your followership.
Bots.
Yeah, so you need to be clear that his followers are increasing, and what is the reason why people are increasing, the followership is increasing. That will gives you that, okay, he is popular. Then take a percentage of that. Okay, if 20% of followers also will try to use my product, then people will buy the product because of influencer. People stay with the product because of the product.
Aha.
So product has to be great.
It's only the buying point where the influencer comes in, but if they have to be loyal to you, it has to be the product.
Only product.
SEO marketing, like running, pushing the ads. Of
Yeah.
course, those
Yeah.
are the first ones, right?
All are trial and error. Everything you will learn. You become a master for your product or services within 1 year's time. Experience everything, and different experiences are there for different product or services. But one thing is that nobody can make the consumer to buy the second time other than your product. So never ever think that this influencer marketing will be there forever because somebody endorses it, somebody buys it, and they keep buying. No, this person endorses the product, or this engine has given you that first sampling. Ensure that they'll come back to you. If they're not, do the complete consumer study once again. And again, you have users, you have lapsed users, you have non-users. Get that right all the time. You should talk to the users. Why are they using it? It is for the same reason they are using it, why you have launched it. If the reason is different, then you should be careful about it. So I have launched a product for a reason. They are buying it for the same reason. That is user. Lapsed user is that they bought it for a reason and they left it for some other reason.
Like, can you give me an example with your own brands that you've handheld?
Without naming our brand portfolio, if you are launched a product for, say for example, for hair loss product, and the consumer has bought it because it stops your hair loss.
Mm-hmm.
But if she sees the strains of hair, when she was combing her hair, she thinks that, okay, I bought it because it stops my falling hair, but the product is not, and she will not use it. She will tell 10 others. In India, again, if they're happy with the product, they tell 4 people. If they're not happy with the product, they tell 16 people. It's always 1:4. For 16 people tell, don't take it. In India only. No other country will, other part of the world, people don't believe in that. People don't talk also what they use, why they use and all. In India, we talk a lot. Which shampoo you are using, which face cream you are using, how is it, where do you get it from. So here, if it is positive, it is 4 people. If it is negative, it is 16 people. So you should be very careful when you are giving a product in her or his hand. So the reason why you are giving, the reason, we call it as a RTB, the reason to believe, has to be the real reason to believe. So if I'm saying that this particular cream you use it or oil you use it, your hair fall will come down, give authentic evidence to that. That is for the lapsed user. Then there are non-users. Non-users have to become users. Users have to stay as users. Lapsed users have to come back. Non-users has to adopt. So these 3 things are totally different. Users, you need to make them to use continuously, so that all this branding exercise, whether it's on the billboards or whether it is on hoardings or whether it is a TV, whether it's a Instagram, make them to feel that, okay, my brand is alive. They're still talking to me. Don't say that I got a consumer and stop advertising. You need to keep informing them your brand is alive, your brand is alive. It's happening. It's happening. And they should get connected all the time. They feel proud about it. They feel good about it. Lapsed users, somewhere to say, okay, this is what the new variant we have brought in now. If you see many brands, they say new, improved. It is to convince the lapsed users, okay, we heard you, now you see the improved one and try it.
It's a subtle message.
Yeah, and then you have non-users. Non-users, you need to ask them, why are you not using it? If that the consumer inside, you should get it. They say that it's expensive. They say it's not available. And they say it's not for me. If it is not for me, forget about it. He will not use it or she will not use it. If it is not available, make sure it is available in the neighborhood store. Distribution led. And it's expensive means then you need to work on some offers. Again in India, sample size is very, very critical. Like 5 rupee pack, 10 rupee pack, you launch first. Get the sampling done. You may not make much money. It's okay. Get the sampling done. People buy it at 5 rupee, 10 rupee. Once you know that people are buying it, then you make it as 20 rupee SKU or 100 rupee SKU, 50 rupees SKU. Then they'll stay with that.
Crazy. So this is, I'm sure, applicable for food and FMCG, all of that. But what happens for tough categories like, let's say, mattress, or let's say furniture, or these kind of, like, kapda?
The style and the uniqueness is what people want. Today's generation don't want the same dress to be worn by somebody else.
Fast fashion.
So it's extremely style driven, personality driven. You need to keep changing. What is available in Delhi is not available in Mumbai. What is available in Mumbai should not be available in Bangalore at that particular season. So, so it is a winter collection, summer collection, and a holiday collection, festival collection. So it's a huge exercise one has to do, and the scale matters here. Scale matters. We have seen how Fab India has grown from one unit, one shop in Koramangala. I used to go in 90s. Now you have seen all over the country, all over the world. Like, so you need to have the scale, you need to have the authenticity. But the product like mattresses, people don't give importance to sleep. So you need to tell them what the sleep gives you back. It gives you energy. It gives you good positivity in the morning. If you have a good sleep of 7-8 hours, you get it. And sleep is very, very important for human beings. So you need to manage that. 1/3 towards the sleep and 1/3 towards the work, and 1/3 you can do what you want. That's the way how 24 hours is there. So in that sleep, when you get back pain, whether you get a headache, most of the thing probably maybe the way, the posture you sleep, or the bed what you sleep, mattress is what you use, maybe the problem. So you need to educate the people on the category first. Then comes your brand. People don't go to the brand straight away. People go to the category.
What's the toughest category to educate people, sir?
Detergent.
Why?
Because you have detergent. 98% of the Indian population uses the detergent. What is there more to educate? Correct? They know everything. You have right from 10 rupee, 20 rupee, 50 rupee kilo till 250 rupees a kilo, and people are not that involved in detergents any longer. Their mind is somewhere else when they're washing the clothes. Correct? They put it in the machine and switch it on, they go, and it's not there.
2 minutes they'll see that's the only emotional connect with the
and
product.
and that also today you have the help. The decision is taken by the mates.
So
You don't have to, like when you go to the upper middle class, rich class, decisions are taken by the mates. They say this soap is not good, you don't take that soap. This detergent is not good, don't take that. Oh, this is not okay, that's not okay. So decision not necessarily taken by the person who pays that. So it's a tough market. And the toilet soap. Millions of toilet soaps are available in the marketplace. Correct? Everybody have
and today shower gels.
everything, and that is disruption. Like toilet soap will go away from the toilets and it will be replaced by gel at some point in time. The reason is that in India, it used to be one soap for whole family. Now, one person, one soap. With the gel, it's for hygiene reason, not necessarily only for brand reason. It's for hygiene reason also. Like I don't want to use somebody else use the soap. I don't want to use it, right? But now in a gel, you are solving both the problems. So you can use it the way how you want, and you are done with that. So I see that gel catching up very fast as a category.
Amazing. Do you also have women coming in with all their home businesses coming to you for help, saying, how do I take it online today, or what is it like, sir?
Yeah. Is it D2C brands what you're talking about? We are seeing is a mixed response, because number of people who are getting into that platform, the options are so much that people get confused. Like if you want to ask for one particular product, you have hundreds of coming on the platform. So you don't know which one to pick up. And we go with the reviews. We see whether good reviews are there and how many people have bought it. So
and also white labeling is there today.
White labeling is there. And
are you a fan of it? Because people think कोई और बना रहा है तुम्हारा प्रोडक्ट, तुम बस लेबल चिपका के पैसा बना रहे हो.
Correct.
How do they kind of build trust there? Like क्या हो रहा है सर?
I am coming from old school brick and mortar. For me, land, building, machinery, people, raw material, quality check. Before buying the raw material, there's quality assurance, then quality check on the work in progress, quality check at the end, and quality check at all the points. This is what I believe in. But new age is that we focus only on brand building. manufacturing will be done by somebody else, and we talk only about the brand. Nothing wrong in that. You don't have to take a that worry of factory and managing the people and all. Somebody else will do it. But whether do they give the same quality what you asked for, you need to have the people for that. So many people have perfected that art, including the multinationals. They don't put up the factory when it is not required. They get it done from somebody else. It's called outsourcing. And they got the perfect the recipe, they perfected it. So that they have their procurement team to tell what to procure, raw material. They have their quality inspection team to clear the quantities for the market. So to that extent, nothing wrong in D2C brands outsourcing their product and building only on the brand. But brand should not say what the brand is not. It's like, do not overcommit to the consumer. You can undercommit and over deliver to the consumer. So don't tell the stories which people don't believe in, or you tell that, okay, I'll give you, say for example, in a few days I'll give the fairness, but if the fairness is not there, people will not take it seriously. So such things you should be very, very careful about. And today people are very sensitive, and consumers are very sensitive. So you cannot talk to them on these aspects that I'll give you this, I'll give you that. Means some people take it negatively, it affects the brand. So we need to be very optimistic. At the same time, you cannot be over aggressive in communicating, which is not real.
So for a couple of family businesses or women watching us right now, wanting to take UK & Co.'s help, so what are the things that they should be doing?
They should have a great product, as I said. Second one is that they should have in them that they want to leave behind the legacy, that after me, my children or children are not interested, some management team has to run it, and they should have that affinity to leave the legacy behind, and they should have the willingness to share the wealth. They should have the willingness to share the income, because somebody else will be managing their business, so you should share part of that. And also I'll tell most of the family managed business that if you want to see the wealth which can be felt, we call it as a monetization of their the shares, monetization of their wealth, is that by getting it listed. So Indian stock market is extremely vibrant now. We have BSE, we have NSE, we have exchange for small and medium enterprises. So somewhere if you want to monetize your wealth a little bit, maybe 5%, maybe 10%, maybe 15%. It will be very nice if you get your stock listed, if you get your shares listed, and dilute a bit of it and use it for your personal use purpose, or use it for philanthropy, use it for charity, use it for whatever you wanted to do for your employees or your other stakeholders. So it's nice to get the stock listed. But once you get listed, you are into compliance mode. So you need to grow quarter after quarter. You need to grow every time. You need to grow on the top line. You need to grow on the profit, because people in stock market invest for your future results, not for the past result.
Or even the present.
So you tell a good story that I'm growing at 15%. They believe that, okay, you are growing at 15%. That means stock will grow minimum 15%. So they invest the money, right? So you need to be aware of that. You need to be a responsible corporate citizen, and you need to deliver whatever the guidance you give. And nobody wants to listen to your reasons. Everybody wants you to deliver the numbers.
Obviously, it's their money also, right?
Yeah, but then that's where you become perfect. That's where you become disciplined.
The pressure?
Pressure will make you perfect. And we always say, unless the pressure is there, nothing will cook in a pressure cooker, right?
Wow.
Same one, you should have it in the business also. Oh, this is what I committed, growing at 15%. I'll grow at 16%. The shareholders will be happy. So I recommend all the small and medium enterprises, some point in time, get it listed. You'll have the liquidity, and it also helps you to monetize your wealth.
Is it easy to get listed?
It's very easy to get listed. Provided if you're a good company, it's very easy to get listed.
Minimum, how many years you should have been in the market?
Generally, we say minimum 3 years of good profit is important, and you need to be a growing company and profitable for about 3 years. And size matters. I would say if you want to go for BSE, NSE, your business should be 300 to 500 crore of top line, about 40 50 crore of bottom line. You can get listed maybe around 1000 crore if you are a consumer goods company in a BSE and SE. But in small and medium SME exchange, you can get listed even at 100 crore, 150 crore, you can get it listed. That means your business can be 50, 60 crore, you can get listed. But it's their choice where they want to get it listed. Then you will know the real value of the company. The real value of the company is not the sum of land, building, machinery. That's not the real value of the company. The real value of the company, when a shareholder gives a price, you get the market capitalization. That is the real value of the company.
That's how the consumers are looking at the company and how much risk are they ready to take on you. And that's your value in terms of trust.
Yes.
Amazing. Also, you must be going through any pressure. Like the minute somebody comes on board, will they say within how many years will you make our company profitable? 2x, 3x,
Yeah. All those things are there. But I tell them saying that, first of all, I don't take any products any products which have dealt with Jyothy Labs. Correct? That means to say that
conflict of interest.
Yeah, I mean that's the company which I've grown with, and directly or indirectly,
That's
I don't want to be a reason. Yeah, I don't want to be closer to that at all. It's for me, it is a school which I come from. So there's no way that my heart will accept that. So that means to say that every business which I enter, it's a new business for me.
Oh, new learnings.
New learning. So I tell everyone that year one I will learn. Teach me about your business. So I'm a student in the year one. Year 2, we bring in the difference. Year 3, they see the real difference in top line and the bottom line, and every efficiency we bring them between the year 2 and 3.
Yeah.
Year 4, it's autopilot. They meet me only on need basis.
Oh.
Year 5, they don't need me at all. So the year 1 is learning phase, which every month we say this is the manufacturing we'll learn, this is the sales we'll learn, this is the distribution we'll learn, this is the branding we'll learn, the way how they are doing it. Then what are the things which are not required, we'll remove it.
So you go visit their factories, you go visit them.
We visit their factories also, we stay in their factory also, we meet their employees also, we'll ask the employees also, what do you think the existing people are not doing, what do you think you expect us to do. We take 360 degrees views from everyone, and we'll make a strategy plan, which we'll discuss with the promoters. Once they agree on strategy plan, then we'll make a planning document. That's for 5 years. Once they agree on a planning document, then we'll execute it. Now, most of the consultant, their job starts with the strategy, ends with the planning document. Based on the planning document, they expect the promoters or the owners to execute it. And they fail in execution.
So if you have to leave behind one rule for Gen Z founders, what would it be, sir?
Don't build a company to sell the company. Build a company to run the company forever.
Sorry.
Yeah, because today I'm seeing a trend that build a company and sell the company, build a company, sell the company. You should also know that you're not just selling the company, you're selling your employees also.
Also,
don't
so
do that.
Part of your soul.
Don't do that. Don't do that. If you can't run, or somebody else can run better, that's fine with me. But don't build a company to sell the company. You need to build the company to live in the company, to run the company. And people who joins you, they want you to run the company, especially if you are doing well. Why do you want to sell, right? So I'm a big admirer of Narayan Murthy sir. Infosys built, and now it's doing so well. TCS, Wipro. There were probably thousands of opportunity for them to exit the business and give it to the multinationals, right? Must have been 1,000 times, so offer must have come to them. But why didn't they give? Because there are 3 lakh people who are working for Infosys. Oh. So somewhere we need to be like them. It's India's story. It's Indian consumer story. It's an Indian consumption story. And anybody who buys you, they buy because they can't do what you are doing. That's why they're buying you. They're buying you because you are their potential competitor tomorrow. So keep that back of your mind. You're cut out for bigger things. Don't just exit just because somebody pays a price. And also don't sell if you don't know what to do with that money.
How has money changed you? Because I'm sure you're coming from a middle class?
Yeah, lower middle class, yeah.
Background too. I mean, seen money to the tune of crores.
Has not changed, at least I think so. when I look back, whenever I wanted, I didn't have. As a childhood, I didn't have a bat, I didn't have a ball. I always used to go when others are playing, and most of the times our job is to pick up the ball and give it back to them, right? And I always say that the person who owns the bat and ball and the wicket, he decides where to play, when to play, with whom to play.
Wow.
So I was always an outsider, and never went for any picnics because we couldn't afford any picnics, neither in the school nor outside the school. The only happy place for us to eat was weddings. So attended everybody's wedding, so that at least you get nice food there. And yesterday somebody was showing me a photograph of mine in a small wedding, and I was not there. Only in one picture I was there. They said, "Where were you in other pictures?" No, I was there, maybe eating breakfast or lunch in that wedding as a child. So what I realized is that when you have time, you will not have the money. When you have money, you will not have the time to spend. So when you want to spend, there is no money. When you have money, there is no time to spend. Then what is required when you are a child, if it is available to you when you are adult, it's of no use. So today for me, in the last phase in my life, I want to give back. Writing a check is very easy. But giving the knowledge like the way how we are giving it takes its time. It needs it's an effort. So while we invest in small companies, I tell them also that I'm investing the money. If you do well, good for you, good for me. If you don't do well, don't worry about it. I just tell them that don't worry about it. I invested the money, no, just don't worry about it. But become an entrepreneur. That is what nudging I do. I invest the money and I tell them saying that don't worry about it. I'll nurture them so that he become an entrepreneur. Most of them have done very well. And they say that, sir, on that day, if you had not invested, I would not have started the business. And now I'm doing well. So the question what you're asking is that money has made the difference. Money is very important because a lot of problems can be solved by money. So you need to earn money, but spend the money wherein that money can make money more. That is entrepreneurship.
Do you think peace and profit can coexist in the same room?
Absolutely, yes. And reasonable. Anything and everything, be reasonable. Be moderate. Making money, be moderate. Because if you make more money, competition is waiting. So, my thinking is that if you are making 10 to 15% of profit, it's a good position to be in. 10 to 15%. 10 is good. 15 is a little greedy, but 10% profit you make, you are there to stay. And that is very reasonable according to me.
Any word of advice for people chasing unicorns?
We also chase unicorns because of our investment in some of them. But I have high respect for them because what they have done in the industry, the value what they have created is real. The total value created by Indian startups today, as of now, is about $350 billion. The total value created by Indian startups today is $350 billion. The value of the top 100 listed entities is about $3 trillion. That means to say that the startups are already 10% of our listed entities.
Crazy.
It's already 10%. Is real. People are buying them. People are, they are encashing. So is it all real? It's going to stay. And in the startup world, we are in the third place in the world. First is US, second is China, and third is India. And soon we'll become number 2 in the world. In the startup world, we'll become number 2.
Overtaking whom, sir?
China. US is US. It's a that's the mother of all inventions in all the field. Inventions will happen there.
OG.
And we need to be seeing what they're doing and don't have to compete wherever complement is happening. I mean, wherever we can complement, do that and get going with life is what I personally feel. The startup world also has come from US for us. But we have done exceedingly well in the last 10 years. So that will continue. So make money, use that for good purpose.
Red flags that you would see in a startup pitch? Three
Very
red flags.
aggressive. The red flags will be, don't be that aggressive, and don't be very ambitious, and you always start the business looking at the upside, but assess the downside also, because everybody are half full in startup world, but you need to know that half empty is also there. So just beware of that. Beware of the downside of the business.
5 traits you look for in young entrepreneurs.
Honesty, hardworking, very disciplined, walk the talk, and a lot of respect for education.
3 things you wish you knew in your 20s, looking back.
Uh, I don't have any regrets. I mean, whatever I have done, I'm extremely happy. Maybe at the age of 20, if I look back, if I had a godfather in CA practice, probably I would not have come into this business at all, because I'm never cut out for a businessman thinking. I always cut out for a teacher's thinking. So I'll have been probably a good teacher, or a good lecturer, or good professor, or maybe a good practicing chartered accountant. But by default, I've come here and I'm happy. So no regrets. Whatever happened for good. But I'm using my same teaching skills in salesmen and manufacturing and the people.
How do I develop this teacher's thinking? Because I feel end of the day, every human would need that teacher's thinking. Be it an entrepreneur, be it a mother, be it an employee somewhere.
You need to pick up what is that I have learned today. Today I'm with you, and I have learned so many things by talking to you. And do I adopt that in my life? If yes, means you are a good learner, you are a good teacher. So you need to be a good student to become a good teacher, and you cannot. And also, olden days the teachers were never questioned, and today's teachers are questioned because of the knowledge available in the public domain. And olden days teacher-student relationship was very, very intact, but today is a teacher, student, and the parent. So people question the teacher through the student. The parents will question through the student, saying that no, this is not the way it has been taught. This is the way how I is not taught. So father is working in IT company, mother is working in biotechnology, son is going to some international school. You can see the pressure on the teachers because parents are so highly qualified, and whatever the mistakes the teacher do, little bit also will be caught at home.
Don't know who's teacher actually.
So to that extent, if you want to become a teacher, we need to be aware of all these things, in the sense we need to read everything what's happening around the world, and we need to be teaching the students, telling the student that this is not the only thing. You can learn a lot of things without this also. So teacher don't have to say, I'm the sole person to teach you everything about this math, this English, or this Hindi. There are many ways to learn the same thing. So that's something which I tell people when I tell them, saying that this is with my humble experience, this is what I share. Beyond this, there are a lot of things that are available. You can Google it, you can read the books, you can hear others, and you decide what is good for you. Not necessarily that you take what I say 100%.
When you look at somebody who's under 30,
Under
30 years of age, where does your attention go, sir?
It's a very good question, especially with reference to the today's kids. Everybody wants to earn everything as quickly as possible, and they stop learning. So most of the people whom I have seen or are dealt with, 30 years of your professional life, you can make money in the first 10 years, you can make money between 10 years, you can make the last 10 years. What stays with you is the last 10 years earning. So do not go, and it's a compounding effect. If you earn in the first 30 years, out of the 30 years, first 10 years, first you become very arrogant. Second, you think that you know everything because you have earned the money, and then you start spending the money. then your focus on your profession will come down a little less because you have already made money. So the next 10 years, you will try to command the respect when you don't deserve also, because you are made in the first 10 years. So I tell everyone that first learn the work first. Don't go for earning. Earn and learn and learn and earn is always together. Learn the tricks of the trade. Learn the way how you want to work, and money will come. Money will come if you are talented. Money will come in search of you. Don't worry about it. So when you are 30, just focus on the work. Between 30 and 40, you perfect and decide where you are extremely good at.
That's where refining happens.
Absolutely. So finally, between 40 and 50, you are well settled in life, you are well settled in your profession, and just manage the things and be a great leader between 40 and 50. And from 50 onwards, you decide what you want to do in your life. Many people say we want to retire at the age of 50. It's easier to say you want to retire at 50, but you should know what you do after retirement. Money in the bank can take you only to that extent. Beyond that, what you will do. So you should be very clear about it. So in my parlance, I say that first you should be a worker, then is a supervisor, then is a manager, then a leader, then a mentor. So you keep that. Any work what you do, first you learn the work. That is the worker class. Even if you are from big institution, doesn't matter. Work like a worker. Only then you can supervise many workers. Only when you are supervisor managing many workers, then you can manage the supervisors. When you manage supervisors, when you manage the things, people look up to you as a leader. And then you lead the organization. After leading the organization, vacate your space as quickly as possible. A good leader is a person who makes his job redundant. A good leader is a person who makes his job redundant. That means he's built a team and you have become redundant.
Yep.
Just leave that space and become a mentor for many companies.
That's exactly what you're doing right now.
You become mentor for many companies as long as it takes on a need base. So your urge to earn money should stop when you vacate a leadership position. When you're mentoring, you want a good mentee. You don't need the money. Correct? And if an advisor has made somebody to do well in life, that satisfaction is great. Like Mr. Prahlada, who was a director in DRDO, the last speech what he gave, he said that when whatever they did in Akash, which is really put into practice now, practically in the border, if worked, and the happiness what he got, he did that invention some 20 years back, and a team of 30-40 people working for 10 years, they got the Akash system, and which is put into use now in the real war situation, and it is worked, and he said that the happiness what he got is much more than when he got the Padma Shri award. He said, this is the real award for me, is what he said.
The reaction to the word government is very subjective. As an entrepreneur, like keeping that lens, do you really think government policies have been exploited, have been understood properly by today's young entrepreneurs, hustlers, and today's generation?
Actually, no. Every government have progressive, very productive, industry-friendly policies. Every government in the country has it. We need to spend time in reading it and understanding that. Every government wants to create jobs. Every government wants the people to invest. There's no doubts in my mind or anybody's mind. What is difference is that government works on certain process which cannot be bypassed. Government do not work today, tomorrow, day after. In the sense, you submit today, tomorrow you'll get the approval, day after tomorrow you start. It won't work. You have single window system, but in single window system also there are many forms you need to fill it up.
What is single window system?
That means you submit all your applications at one place and you get all the approvals from that window only, means that system. But that window will give you to many other departments to approve it. So it's only put in one window, but approvals will come from many windows, and finally you get from one window the approval. Now, governments are very progressive, which I want today's generation to understand, that today's government is very progressive, all the states.
What do you mean by progressive, sir?
They want you to start a business. They want you to help you. The policies are for you, and policies are for you to use it. Now, if they say that you go to Koppal to start your toy industry, we give you a benefit, means you need to go to Koppal to start your toy industry. You can't do that in Kengeri. You need to go to Koppal. Now, FMCG cluster, which we have set up with the help of Government of Karnataka, it's a Government of Karnataka initiative, but I was a chairman for Vision Group. It's in Hubli and Dharwad. So, if you want to start a consumer goods company manufacturing in Karnataka, it's available only in Hubli, Dharwad region. It is not available in Mysore. But if you want to do ESDM, go to Mysore. There is a policy for ESDM in Mysore, and you set up the factory in Mysore, you get the benefit.
Sorry, sir, I don't know what ESDM is.
That is related with the electronics. So every cluster, aerospace cluster, or if you are doing toy cluster, or FMCG cluster, or medical equipment cluster, or ESDM cluster, only electronics cluster, there are many clusters which the government has done, not only in Karnataka, in other states also. So
it's website available? You have to
everything is available. Industry website is available. Industrial policy of 2025 is a beautiful document which has come out now. It is for 5 years. There is industrial policy. It's an industries department. You can download it in the Government of Karnataka website, industries department. It is one of the beautiful document what you have. Policies for 5 years, 2025 to 2030. There you get all the details. So youngsters today have to go through that and use the government facility, government subsidy, incentive, what is available. That is something which government is giving you, most of it are free of cost. Second is that every bank today have a lot of things for new age entrepreneurs.
Example?
You have collateral free loans, you have grants, you have subsidies, and the bank will give additional loan for a women entrepreneur. There is a fast track system for them. A lot of things are there. Every bank has it, because RBI says that you need to give such kind of loans also. You have agri loan, you have industrial loan, you have MSME loans, you have only for micro. A lot of things are there. So where I'm saying coming is, the youngsters today should be able to read and digest all these policies which is gone by the Government of India, Government of Karnataka also, Government of India also. Secondly, whatever you want to do, if you are following this policy, you will get approvals also fast, you will also get the subsidies fast, and everything is documented in the government. And in case if you want something different, which is not the industrial policy, especially for big corporates, there is always a special cell which is there in industries department, so they can take your request to the cabinet subcommittee and they can approve it. In Karnataka, any investment which is more than 100 crore, this can be approved by the subcommittee of the cabinet as a special case.
Oh.
So all these things are there, and government is functioning very well. And do not underestimate the intelligence of a politician also, intelligence of a bureaucrat also.
So I think you gave me a list of states which are contributing to the $1 trillion economy of our country. So first comes Maharashtra.
Maharashtra.
Could you please reiterate the...
Yeah, it's a Maharashtra first in the country, which is the richest state GDP wise. It's a Maharashtra, followed by Tamil Nadu, then Karnataka, and then Gujarat, and then Uttar Pradesh. So these 5 states will be more than $1 trillion by 2032 economy wise, and by 2032 if the government of India will be 10 trillion, these 5 states will be contributing 5 trillion of that. The balance states will give the remaining $5 trillion.
Does this also mean that I should keep an eye on the policy changes of these states so that, these will be extremely lucrative since they are the driving forces?
Yeah, absolutely right.
So, lastly, could you name some of the biggest policy changes of the government recently, sir?
EV policy, new EV policy is fantastic here. Tourism policy, which has just come about 2 months back. Tourism
What is
policy.
the tourism policy?
Tourism policy is that where all you can. Tourism is now considered as an industry in Karnataka now, so you get the same benefit if you're starting industry, more or less benefits like that you get as a tourism operator also.
So,
It
like
is a
I can
service.
start my
Yeah,
resorts, and then so for these I'll get benefit from
yeah,
it.
benefits like industry, and lot of importance is given for employment creation in the new industrial policy also, tourism policy also. You create more jobs, you get more incentive.
Oh,
And we have a startup policy. Again, it's a good policy to look into that. What all the startups are getting benefits from government of Karnataka.
startups are here to stay
100%.
in 2025.
Yes, here to stay. But success rate could be 10%. But 10% is not a bad number. Because many people will do a startup thinking that everything will work. It won't work. 10% success rate in India in the startup is a very healthy. 10 can go to 11, 12, 15. But 100% startup cannot succeed. Like in any examination, everybody cannot become first in class, right? So my take on startup is that they are here to stay. Country needs them. They are creating the jobs. They are creating the jobs, millions of jobs they are creating, and they are compliance driven. There's no tax evasion in the startups. They pay the tax as and when it's required. They don't want to have any notices from anybody. They don't want to take the risk with the compliance. And they're all very well funded by both Indian, domestic funds and international funds. So they're all compliance driven. And yes, some startup will make mistake and they pay for it. I mean, we have seen that. That's
We
okay.
saw now blue cabs.
We have seen that, yeah.
I mean, time and again there are some of the accidents. Oof, I think we kind of have squeezed you literally with so much that you have garnered over many years. I mean, this is still very little that we've tried to extract out of you. But keeping all of this aside, now, Mr. Kamath, how are you looking at life, sir, and what are you curious about?
Curious about what's happening around us in the country, and I'm very, very curious to know that how India can become a 10 trillion as quickly as possible. And I'm curious to see that how our talent, where it had brain drain in the past, will stop that drain and give them the opportunity here in India, and also whether we can encourage the reverse brain drain. In my office, my partner is from US and is from Bangalore, but he has gone to US and worked there for about 10 years, and I called him back and he's working with me. So reverse brain drain also we should encourage.
Has started, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And every country today are saying that nation comes first. And world as one country, that concept may not hold good at this point in time. World as one unit may not hold good any longer, because people are looking what is good for their country. They're bringing out the policies which is good for their country. And America is seeing American way, UK is seeing the UK way, Australia is seeing the Australian way, and Italy will see what is good for Italians. And India also should see that is what is good for Indians. So make in India, made for the world will stay. And China plus one policy, what we have post-COVID, all over the world, people wants to have the alternative for China. Not easy to replicate China model. It's very, very difficult to replicate the China model.
Why do you say that?
Because China is government involvement and everything is at the highest level, in the sense that even though in a democracy it works differently, every state is different, every way how the state is different, and there is always a question is asked at every level because of the opposition. It is good in a democracy. We have survived this for 7 years, and this is a good position to be in. We can vote in, vote out the government if we like. If we don't like, we can vote them out. A lot of things are there. A lot of good things are there in democracy. There is a judiciary, there is executive, there is a legislative. A lot of good things are there. There are 3 pillars of our democracy. Our constitution is fantastic. With that, there is a price what we pay, like in a growth also. But in China, way is that they work on volumes. They work on supplying to the whole world. Like when I say 10 trucks, they'll say 1,000 trucks. So where is 10 trucks? Where is 1,000 trucks? They said it's huge. And their factories are like 10 football grounds, not one football ground.
Each factory?
Each factory. It's huge. It's massive scale. Massive scale they operate.
How
Efficiency.
can we be there? I mean, not for comparison, but generally, what worked for them that, they've just kind of mushroomed like this today?
Productivity and efficiency is the key for Chinese. Like here, if I tell people that mobile is not allowed in the office, people won't come to the office. Take it from me. Correct? And the quantum of time what we spend on social media is for the age between 14 to 21. The data says about 7 hours per day.
Oh, crazy. And this irony that we are communicating this through social media only again. But
social media, you can use it to generate your knowledge, understand, which otherwise you'll have taken months together, you get it in 1 hour, 2 hours, you get it. So it's an education for you, right? And you can do it instead of, doing nothing. You can use that 1 or 2 hours and you can get so much of knowledge and write down the notes and act on that. So what you are doing is education using the same social media. But the same people are using for thumbs up, thumbs down, likes, dislikes, and hundreds of things they're doing.
pulling each other
they're
down.
controlling. Like your mobile is controlling you rather than you controlling the mobile, right? So imagine that they get into a workforce. They cannot live without the mobile phone. They feel so insecure when the mobile phone is not there. So in China, or for that matter, any developed nation, nobody will ask for anybody's mobile phone number there. It's too personal.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. You can't ask a mobile phone. He said, why do you need a mobile? My relationship with him is in business front. He said, send me a mail. Let's fix, let's chat at that particular time. But let's not, don't give me the mobile phone. It's my personal. So they use it only for personal purpose, right? Second one is that in China, productivity, the labor cost, even though we say our labor is cheap, when you take the productivity into the picture, they become expensive. Because productivity is less. People don't do, like when you say 8 hours, X amount of productivity, they will do 8 hours, X amount of productivity. Here we have reason why we did not do it. That material was not there, this material was not there, I was ready, he was not ready, she was ready, the team was not ready. Correct. And in Japan, the way how they protest is producing more. Here we protest by producing less. Japan, they produce more and they don't take the wages for that day. That's the way how they protest. They wear the black band and they say we are protesting, but we work more, we produce more, and we don't want wages today. You can imagine the power of people, there.
Why do they do that, sir?
To show their anger on the management. Here how we show the anger on management.
Put on paper, don't turn up to work, don't attend calls.
Go slow.
Some of them go slow.
Go slow. Here, they will go fast. So when we see that productivity, when I see that, I find lot of knowledge. I mean, I learn a lot of things. There's no negotiation when they fix a price in China. They say that this is what our price is. And anything you want to make the changes, we will make the changes, but the quality will differ. So this quality, this is the price. You want a cheaper product, we'll make the product for you.
So there is no negotiation, like you start with 10, you negotiate to 5.
No, because that margin is only 3 to 5%. It is like when you ask for 22 karat gold, they give you a price of 22 karat gold. But you say that no, I want a little cheaper. I say we can give you 20 karat gold. Still cheaper, 18 karat gold. Gold is gold only. But that's the way how they operate and they have perfected it. They have perfected it. Some of the gift items which used to import in the past. We say that okay, our budget is only 1,000 rupees. Whether you can bring it down. They say okay, the strap what you have in the bag, we can make it 2 inches less, so you'll save 20 rupees. The zip quality we can change, you'll save another 50. They'll do that calculation for us, but they'll never reduce their existing price. So some of the things which I learned from them is that every quality, reasonable margin, good quality, reasonable margin has a price. If you negotiate it, how can you bring it down? Is only by compromising the quality, which I learned from them. Second, what I learned from is that when they say a time, never ever they miss the date. Never. I've never come across in 30 years of my work experience, Chinese entrepreneurs have never let me down on the time. When they say 17th, they will deliver. 17th, you can be sure that morning you get a mail that it is gone to the customs. Thereafter, they don't have the control. That from factory has left. The shipment has left. The whole world respects that. Sometimes in India, we find it, logistics issues are there, some production issues are there, some raw material issues may be there. I'm not blaming that, but that's the reality. So we need to go towards that. Like in Japanese companies, just in time. It's an amazing thing. They'll have only what is required only for that day's production or that week's production. They don't keep more than that. So everything is just in time, just in time, just in time. But they're able to produce whatever the world wants it, Japanese. So as an Indian entrepreneur, we need to learn the best of the practices from the West and also from the East, perfect it and produce it and give it to an Indian consumer and require give it to the whole world. So China plus one policy, India tend to gain because world wants an alternative for China post-COVID. If for some reason, if they are not able to supply, including geopolitical reasons, which is the next country they can depend upon, is only India. So our entrepreneurs, our youngsters should make use of that. Next 25 years belongs to India. So we should make use of it.
Amazing, sir. Now, lastly, on the show, we generally give a book as a gift. So,
fantastic.
We've read you like a book so far. How many chapters did we not touch?
Thank you, madam. Wonderful, wonderful.
So, which book haven't you read? This is The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. This is Power of Your Subconscious Mind. And this is Building a Second Brain. So, which book?
I'll go for Building Second Brain.
Okay. So
Please
with one brain you've done so much. Now should we be worried? Jokes apart. I mean, look at the hustler in you. Even at this age, you're wanting to know what does it mean, building a second brain.
Yes.
What does it mean to build a second brain? All right. So while I sign this, you should help us by nominating 3 guests whom we should be getting on Just Curious India.
I will do that. I'll do that.
Yes, sir. So how was it for you to be back on Just Curious India this time?
It's amazing. And the way how you take the best out of the person who is sitting in front of you, that is a skill, what you have. It is like uninterrupted. You will get what they have in their mind, what they have in their heart. And it's like Ganga, you just take the best out of everyone. And all of us, we are here with that wow factor and sitting in front of you for the reason that it goes to the larger audience. And if it's useful for them, and so be it. And that's the larger purpose of what I have. Sure. And you will go places. My wish is that you will become a brand ambassador for every entrepreneur to create new jobs, and you become a brand ambassador for the people to know what they don't know, what they have not heard anywhere. This is the route for them. So,
surely, sir. I hear you, and I'll definitely
big fan of Rashmi.
Ayo, sir. Thank you so much for motivating us and always appreciating us, so that it'll always remind us to do more. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
What do I write for you? Something I'm thinking now. Dear Ullas sir, you read people so well. Wishing you more purpose and peace. Just curious. Rapid Rashmi, 25.
Super.
25. Oh,
Super.
yeah. Oh, today is an interesting day. 25, 25, 2025. Yeah. Oh.
Thank you.
So we
Madam
spoke
told
about
you,
everything except for your belief system. Like, there will be one doubt. A man of your stature who's seen so much life, so much money, so many entrepreneurs, so many hustlers, lot of emotions. So, what is your learnings about the unknown, the energy? What do you believe in?
Uh, one thing is that I've realized after getting more than what I ever expected in my life, both in terms of knowledge or in terms of money or whatever you say. But what also taught me is that we need to leave this world as an empty person. So, whether in terms of money or in terms of knowledge, as much as possible, die empty. So,
Wow.
yeah, so that is what makes me to feel that whenever, whichever the college they call me, if I get time, I'll just go there and give them 1 hour lecture. So that given, as much as possible given. So the belief in me is that it's the only life what you have. Next life you don't know. Time is very short. You need to be physically fit. You should be mentally fit. Live a little longer. Give as much as possible, whatever you have, and have an empty bank balance when you leave this world, both in terms of money and also in terms of your knowledge. I have given. Now nothing left. That is the satisfaction. That's the belief I have.
Wow.
So
So now you are in the journey of emptying all you kind of
yeah.
garnered and then thought that you wanted
Yes,
once.
You Can Company is I have started it. Name is kept by my employees there, or my colleagues there. Not my. I didn't keep it as You Can Company. They kept it as You Can Company, and I told them that KPMG was not built overnight. E&Y is not built overnight. PwC was not built overnight. It's all 50, 60, 100 years. They have worked hard. So let's have Indian way of managing the Indian family managed business through UK Company. And this company belongs to all of you. I'm just a founder. That's all. I've given birth to this institution, but they should run. Now we have 35. There'll be 100. There'll be 200. There'll be 500. As long as they enjoy doing it, they'll do it. So it is a niche area which we have carved out for honest entrepreneurs, which most of our entrepreneurs are honest. It's only the circumstances, sometimes they go here and there. So block them. So this is what we are trying to do. So my belief is that you come here for a purpose. I've defined my purpose of working. I've defined my purpose of living. I've defined my purpose of earning. I've also learned the art of living. Not that art of living, my own art of living, art of earning, art of spending, and perfect it and institutionalize it, leave behind the legacy, and see how it works thereafter.
Do you go to temples? Are you God fearing?
No. For me, work is worship. I go so many times to Guruvayur because one of our factory is in Guruvayur. I see from outside. I'll tell Krishna, you know why I've come. Not to see you, but for the factory. Done my work. I'm going back now. See you next time.
Oh.
God is a friend. God is a friend. If you are truthful to yourself, God will be your friend. God wants you to do so many things other than standing in the queue. Correct?
Yeah, yeah.
And
You have to do your...
I always tell people that it is not you are seeing the God. It's the God seeing you. So if he decides to see you, he will see you. So don't say that I stood in the queue for 8 hours in Tirupati and I saw the God. It's fine. He want to see you, so he made you to stand in the queue for 8 hours. But if he want to see you in 30 minutes, he will have given some other pass and he'll have gone in 30 minutes. It's he who sees you, not you seeing him. And I have another belief. Everybody who's in the queue there, they have a purpose why they are in the queue. Either to seek or to thank.
Or probably some are lost. Maybe.
I neither have to seek something, then I look very greedy in front of the God. I only have to thank. The thank can be done from wherever I am. Don't have to go in front of him and say thank you very much. I say that, boss, no. You're
Gratitude itself is
Absolutely.
the attitude to thank
Yeah.
the whole world.
And there are many Ullas Kamats in this country. Identify them and give them an opportunity. That's what I tell everyone. That you see my background, nobody will have imagined that I will become what I am today. It's only because of a hard work, dedicated work with the purpose and integrity and honesty as a core. Everything was learnt. My father was not a businessman, my grandfather was not a businessman, but I have become a businessman because somebody taught me how to do the business. So do that to your people. They'll also become Ullas Kamath and they create value for your business also. So somewhere I find that people have to believe that I believe that there are many smarter people than me. Then only you go in search of them. And sometimes when I interview candidates for jobs, if they are smarter than me, I tell them saying that I'm not as smart as you, but I would consider that as an honor if you join my organization. And they join. And I tell them, I told you that you are smarter than me. Now you do it. Now it's not necessarily that you need to be smarter than everyone all the time. You hire them and your humility or your human in you will manage them. Just be that. So what I know, I do the best. What I don't know, I learn from others. And continue to do that. And no argument. No arguments whatsoever. I never argued with anybody.
So what do you do even if a situation presents itself?
I'll tell them saying that if you want me to say sorry, I'll say sorry and let's close that argument. I don't justify. Either if I say sorry, if it can make you feel good, so be it. I'm sorry. We have invited this problem which is not required. And best way of winning an argument is by avoiding it only. Why do you want to get into an argument? In argument, what happens? One person loses, one person loses, one person wins, right? In reality, you have lost that person, not the argument. You have won, no? You have won the argument, but you lost the person. Instead, I tell him that I can win and I can argue, but I don't want to lose you. So I'm sorry about it. Let's going it.
Wow.
It's a give and take. And no ego. Why in ego? And I have my pen which I've written all my exams. I have the shirt which I've worn for all my exams. And right from 12th standard till the CA, I wore the same pant and shirt. I have that still. Because that's all what I had.
Oh.
And that teaches me that this is where you have come from.
That humbles you down. Is it also true that you've always worn white shirt all your life?
Yeah. Now I don't wear that because it is for me, white and white was a part of my life for 31 years. I always used to wear white shirt. And when you retire as a constable, when you wear the same uniform, either people mistake you or you mistake yourself. So when I wear that, all of a sudden, other than Jyothy Labs portfolio, nothing makes me to think. Nothing. You get up in the morning, wear that shirt, all of a sudden factory will come into picture or senior employees will come into the picture and you start talking to them and you are not able to come out of that. So I felt that one of the ways that you wear colorful clothes, people not identify you also. So many people in the airport, they come and they tell me saying that, sir, you Ullas Kamath, no? Yes. But you are not wearing that white and beige color pant. Oh, changed now, I'm retired now.
Wow.
Oh, okay, sir, okay.
What a line. I'm kind of digesting that, what you said.
Yeah.
Either they will identify you with them or you will lose your own self. Something you said.
Yeah, it's
crazy line.
It's like you have been a constable, police constable, wearing that uniform. People identify with the uniform, and you retired. Still, you wear it.
Yeah, sorry. This is a line. Either they mistake you or you mistake your own.
Yes, when you're not there. So it's like when the red light is not there, then you can't go in the same speed. So when you're in a position, red light is there, you can just bypass everyone. So, and I felt also saying that, no, let me be colorful now. And let's see what colors can add to your life. And my wife is very happy about it when I start wearing other than whites.
You still use Ujala?
Yeah.
forever.
Absolutely, yes. That's the brightness to the life, not the clothes.
Amazing. And you're a fit man, both physically and mentally. I'm going to now spoil you with some treats from Polar Bear. This is ice cream sundae for you, sir.
Fantastic.
For all the knowledge treats that you gave us today, I think you deserve this because you're on the other side of the
Fantastic.
river now. So I guess that was today's episode with one and only UK sir. I'm so lost with management lessons, to understand people, to understand business, to understand life. I don't know what's your aha moment. Would definitely look forward to see that in the comment section. Also, last task given to you, do nominate 3 guests that you would like to see in the show Just Curious India. So, are you ready to nominate 3 guests now?
Absolutely, yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guest number 1.
Oh, I think I'll let you know. I'll send it
Yeah.
to you. Because people should deserve to sit here. It's not a easy place. I'll find and I send the most deserving people to sit here.
Thank you, sir. I mean, I don't know why you said that it's not an easy place. I take it as a compliment.
Yeah. People should deserve it. People should deserve this. To sit and discuss with you for, like a couple of hours, they should deserve that. And I'll find the right one wherein your audience will enjoy that.
Definitely, sir. Thanks a lot for the opportunity and the honor again.
Yes.
Thanks for your time.
Thank you, ma'am.
As always, it is pleasure to, meet. And you know what happens after I meet you? Everybody is in confusion as to how have I lived my life so far. Now I have to change so many things. I think that's the impact that you have, and
Thank you.
keep spreading this, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So, thank you, guys.